Unsolved mysteries interest people for various reasons. Many people are drawn to the unknown and the unexplained, and unsolved mysteries provide a sense of mystery and wonder. The mystery surrounding the Georgia Guidestones' last moments. Someone has just revealed a small detail moments before the Georgia Guidestones were destroyed. The Georgia Guidestones was a granite monument located in Elbert County, Georgia, USA. It was erected in 1980 and consisted of 4 massive upright stones with a capstone on top and a central pillar that supported the capstone. The monument was inscribed with a set of 10 guidelines or principles, written in 8 modern languages, and a shorter message at the top of the structure written in 4 ancient languages. The guidelines or principles, often referred to as the 10 Commandments of the New Age, call for a balanced and sustainable approach to life on Earth, with respect for nature and human rights, and a focus on maintaining a peaceful and harmonious global community. The identity of the person or group responsible for the Georgia Guidestones is unknown, as the monument was commissioned through a pseudonym and the true identity of the commissioning party has never been revealed. Since the Georgia Guidestones were taken down, the Georgia Bureau of Investigation has yet to identify any suspects related to the incident. Oddly enough, a soldier was watching the footage of the stones being destroyed when they noticed a small detail. The soldier reported that they have extensive knowledge when it comes to these types of explosions and said that something seemed off. He said the following: "I did 3 combat tours in Iraq, and I've seen my fair share of IEDs, EFPs, and JDAMs. That was not a standard conventional munition. There was no blast wave, no collateral damage, 0 crater, and that was something powerful enough to absolutely destroy solid granite and not even touch the surrounding structure. Something extremely accurate, more accurate than any GPS-guided munition that is known. My guess would be this is something that is not operational or doesn't exist. I'd say that's an energy-based weapon and not conventional explosives." End quote. Interestingly, directed energy weapons are currently being used by the United States military. Directed energy weapons are a type of non-projectile technology that utilizes either electromagnetic or particle energy to strike a target. Unlike traditional weapons that rely on propellants to launch projectiles, directed energy weapons accomplish their aim through the manipulation of energy. In recent years, this technology has matured, leading to an increase in funding to support the ongoing research. Directed energy weapons are a set of advanced technologies that have the potential to transform modern warfare by reducing the risk of collateral damage. These weapons operate on the principle of manipulating electromagnetic or particle radiation to damage or destroy targets with precision and efficiency. Many questions remain, with users saying that the footage didn't look right, saying why would they only release a short 10-second video that cuts really quickly into another shot. At the time, the Georgia Bureau of Investigation was asking people for their help in identifying what happened, but then didn't release the footage in the lead up to the event. This has led to some confusion, with many users echoing the same comments, asking why they would release only a small section of the footage, with others saying that officials clearly have cameras in the area, and so questioned why they wouldn't just rewind it and show the public what happened moments before. One user said that the footage looks strange, and said that there appears to be several cuts throughout it, suggesting that it was tampered with before it was released to the public. As of right now, many questions remain, and we are still no closer to understanding who took down the stones. The Aztec Pyramids' ancient power source. Located in modern-day Mexico is a wide variety of evidence of an even larger and more influential presence that once resided in the area. This presence is known as the Great Empire of the Aztec civilization that saw an incredible level of growth, economic might, and land control during its prime. Interestingly enough, despite many of the modern-day citizens of Mexico descending from this ancient culture, there is still a lot we don't know about the ancient civilization and its strange ways. One of the biggest questions surrounding these people was their fascination and construction of pyramids of a massive size that rival that of the Egyptian civilization. Even more peculiar, as researchers were busy studying the engravings and stone writings down near the base of the pyramids, referred to as the Temple of the Sun and the Temple of the Moon, They believed that the mythologies of the pyramids would be revealed if they continued their work there and had no plans to make any other attempts for the foreseeable future. It would soon be revealed to them that even more secrets surrounding the function of the pyramid would appear at a much lower part of the ancient Aztec construction that would help shed some light as to the main functions of the pyramid structures, as well as cause new theories to grow in response to these discoveries. Interestingly, it appears that researchers have discovered that underneath the ground, there appears to be even more constructions and mysteries to uncover. Located below the massive Aztec pyramid, known as the Temple of the Sun, there seems to be an intricate detail of underground passages and areas one could enter. Many have pointed to these tunnels as being used as possible aqueducts or passageways for priests of their time, though nothing conclusive has been found that supports this theory. Others believe that the force of the underwater pressure could be used as a primitive method of energy generation that could be used for a wide variety of purposes. Similar theories were believed at the base of the Great Pyramids at Giza, when water tunnels were also found there decades in the past. This leaves many wondering if the pyramids served an additional purpose. The exploration of Mars has long captured the imagination of humanity, fueling speculation about the possibility of life beyond Earth. In the midst of this fascination, an intriguing claim emerged, a purported discovery of a skeleton in a photo taken by the Mars rover. The purported discovery of a dinosaur skeleton on Mars emerged when an amateur researcher scrutinized a photo captured by the Mars rover, highlighting what appeared to be the fossilized remains of a creature resembling a dinosaur. The photo, taken on the Martian surface, depicted a rocky landscape with distinctive formations that some interpreted as the skeletal remains of an ancient creature. The claim quickly gained traction online, capturing the attention of enthusiasts and skeptics alike. One user commented on the post, saying that it looks like a skeleton, adding that if you saw this photograph and weren't told that it was taken on Mars, you wouldn't question that it was anything else. The alleged discovery of a dinosaur skeleton on Mars ignited a firestorm of controversy and debate within the public sphere. While some embraced the possibility of life and the implications it carried for our understanding of the universe, others remained skeptical, calling for more conclusive evidence to substantiate the claim. Many users suggested that the possibility of dinosaurs inhabiting Mars is an intriguing concept that has been explored in both scientific discourse and popular imagination. One theory proposed by scientists is the concept of panspermia, which suggests that life could have been transferred between planets through meteorite impacts. If life originated on one planet and was ejected into space due to a cataclysmic event, it could potentially survive the journey within meteorites and colonize another planet. While speculative, this hypothesis raises the possibility that life, including dinosaur-like organisms, could have been transported to Mars from Earth or vice versa. In the realm of Mars anomaly investigation, a separate user has expressed fascination with this particular discovery, labeling it as one of the most distinct and discernible anomalies they have come across. They added that numerous photographs depicting peculiar occurrences on Mars tend to be obscure and challenging to decipher, but this anomaly stands out vividly, leaving no room for doubt regarding its presence. The individual who analyzed the anomaly further remarked on its clear visibility against the background, highlighting its striking contrast and undeniable uniqueness amidst the Martian landscape. Since the advent of space exploration, numerous robotic missions have been launched to study Mars, including orbiters, landers, and rovers. These missions have captured high-resolution images of the Martian surface, revealing a diverse and geologically complex landscape. Among the rocky terrain and dusty plains, anomalies have been identified, objects that stand out against the natural features of the Martian environment. These anomalies include structures resembling artificial objects, and while many of these features can be attributed to rocks or other phenomena, some anomalies defy easy explanation and raise intriguing questions about their origin. In recent years, Mars rovers such as Curiosity and Perseverance have provided scientists with unprecedented access to the Martian surface, allowing for detailed exploration and analysis of geological features. While these missions primarily focus on studying Mars geology and climate, they have also captured images of intriguing anomalies that defy easy explanation. Examples include objects resembling mechanical parts, metallic fragments, and even what appear to be fossilized remains. While many of these anomalies can be attributed to natural processes, such as erosion and weathering, others raise questions about the possibility of past or present life on Mars and the potential for ancient civilizations to have once inhabited the planet. On Mars, a mysterious emblem has been spotted that appears to be etched into a stone. Recently, the Mars Opportunity rover captured a picture that displays an object resembling the form of a cross, reminiscent of a Celtic or Irish cross. Many ancient civilizations utilized the Celtic cross and Irish cross designs even before the advent of Christianity. There have been various interpretations surrounding the purpose of the circular ring that encircles the cross. These explanations range from its connection to sun worship and symbolic significance to its aesthetic function of creating a more confined shape for the cross. Many individuals who have examined NASA images extensively contend that they may offer evidence to support the existence of a former civilization. However, some individuals remain unconvinced and argue that it appears to be a naturally occurring phenomenon. Over the years, there have been many reports of anomalous features and structures seen on the surface of Mars. While many of these anomalies can be explained by natural geological processes or human error, others have proven to be more difficult to explain and have fueled speculation about the possibility of ancient civilizations or even extraterrestrial life on the Red Planet. One of the most famous anomalies seen on Mars is the so-called face on Mars, which was first photographed by NASA's Viking 1 probe in 1976. Despite the debunking of many of these formations, there have been many other anomalies observed on the Red Planet that are more difficult to explain. For example, there have been many reports of strange, artificial-looking structures seen on the Martian surface, including pyramids, domes, and other geometric shapes. Some have even suggested that these structures could be evidence of an ancient Martian civilization or even a current civilization that is still living underground. Another anomalous feature seen on Mars is the so-called Mars rat, a small, rodent-like object that was photographed by NASA's Curiosity rover in 2015. While many scientists have argued that the rat is simply a rock that happens to resemble a small animal, others have suggested that it could be evidence of a small, surviving life form on the planet. Other anomalous features seen on Mars include strange lights and flashes, unusual clouds, and mysterious dust devils. While many of these phenomena can be explained by natural processes, others remain unexplained and have fueled speculation about the possibility of advanced life on the Red Planet. Despite the many anomalies seen on Mars, it is important to approach them with a critical eye and consider alternative explanations. While the idea of ancient civilizations or current life on Mars may seem exciting, it is important to remember that there is currently no direct evidence to support these claims, and that many of the anomalies seen on the planet can be explained by natural phenomena. Over the years, there have been many reports of unidentified objects seen in the skies above Mars. While some of these sightings may be explained by natural phenomena or human error, others have proven to be more difficult to explain and have fueled speculation about the possibility of advanced life. One of the most famous sightings on Mars occurred in 1959, when the Soviet Union's Mars 1 probe sent back images of what appeared to be a disc-shaped object hovering over the planet's surface. While some skeptics have argued that the object was simply a camera artifact or a trick of the light, others have suggested that it could have been a genuine unidentified object. Over the past few decades, scientists have made numerous breakthroughs in our understanding of Mars and have discovered a wealth of evidence that suggests the planet may have once been habitable. For example, NASA's Mars Reconnaissance Orbiter has detected large deposits of water ice just below the planet's surface, which could provide a vital resource for future human missions to the planet. Similarly, the Curiosity rover has detected organic molecules in Martian rocks, which could be a sign of past or present microbial life. As we continue to explore Mars and search for signs of life on other planets, it is important to maintain an open mind and approach the evidence with a critical eye. While the possibility of advanced life on Mars may seem tantalizing, it is important to remain cautious and skeptical and to consider alternative explanations for any unusual phenomena we observe. Ultimately, only through careful scientific investigation and collaboration can we hope to uncover the truth about mysterious aircrafts and other mysteries of the universe. This unfolding mystery seems to have been plucked straight from the pages of a compelling mystery novel, weaving a web of intrigue and fascination around the mysterious Dr. Ning Li and her baffling disappearance. Dr. Ning Li not only resided in Huntsville, but also emerged as a pioneering figure in the realm of anti-gravity experimentation. Following her relocation to the United States from China in 1983, Li embarked on her professional journey at the Center for Space Plasma and Aeronomic Research within the University of Alabama, Huntsville. Her transition not only signified a geographic move, but also marked a significant shift in her career trajectory. During the period spanning from 1991 to 1993, she gained widespread recognition and sparked controversy due to her involvement in a set of research papers. In her research endeavors, Li elucidated an innovative and practical approach to generate an anti-gravity field, a feat that had hitherto remained unexplored. The conventional wisdom has long posited that the construction of an anti-gravity apparatus goes against the fundamental laws of nature, deeming it a theoretical impossibility. Despite this entrenched notion, Li, in collaboration with Douglas Torr, ventured into uncharted territories, postulating ingenious methods to circumvent this steadfast belief through the utilization of a high-temperature superconductor. In a hyperspace field generator, the minuscule gravitational influence of every single atom present is amplified by the countless atoms within the disk. Dr. Li asserted that by utilizing approximately 1 kilowatt of electrical power, her invention had the capability to generate a protective force field capable of essentially counteracting the effects of gravity within a circular area of about 1 foot in diameter, spanning from the Earth's surface to the outer reaches of space. This innovative technology harnesses the collective gravitational forces of the atomic structure to create a localized gravitational anomaly. In a bid to showcase their scientific endeavors, the researchers extended an invitation to representatives from the esteemed publication Popular Mechanics to pay a visit to their Huntsville laboratory. During this visit, they presented an ongoing project, a 12-inch disc designed as a high-tech stability disc. Once the disc was finalized, they confidently informed the magazine that if a bowling ball is positioned anywhere above this disc, it will remain stationary at that exact spot, without any displacement. This innovative demonstration aimed to highlight the unique capabilities of their high-tech stability disc technology in maintaining the stability and position of objects placed above it, offering a glimpse into the promising applications of their research. In the late 1990s, Dr. Li made bold assertions about successfully developing operational anti-gravity contraptions, sparking significant interest in scientific circles, as well as gaining widespread coverage in the media. Dr. Li's groundbreaking claims fueled extensive discussions in various scientific journals and the mainstream press. Subsequently, in 1997, Dr. Li embarked on furthering her innovative ideas by delving deeper into her concept and executing a series of additional experiments to validate her theories. She took a proactive stance by releasing comprehensive papers that detailed the peculiar alterations in weight observed in objects placed above a rotating superconductor. The notion that her groundbreaking research, termed taming gravity, has the potential to revolutionize the world is a massive understatement. The concept of taming gravity has the power to revolutionize transportation across all spheres. It envisions a future where individuals can effortlessly journey around the globe. Furthermore, this innovation has the capacity to reshape how we fuel transportation systems, fundamentally reducing our dependence on fossil fuels. Not only would it redefine the way we move from one place to another, but it could also usher in a new era of sustainable energy practices. Such a transformation has the potential to significantly impact various aspects of our daily lives, paving the way for a more efficient and environmentally friendly future. After the disappearance of Dr. Ning Li, the story took a peculiar turn, delving into even more bizarre territories. In 1999, Li made the significant decision to depart from her position at the University of Alabama in Huntsville to establish her venture, AC Gravity, with the ambition of bringing to market a device grounded in her innovative theories. Her peers, particularly Larry Smalley, the esteemed chair of the physics department at the University of Alabama in Huntsville, demonstrated remarkable faith in her vision, as he also chose to leave the academic realm to join her in this entrepreneurial endeavor. Noteworthy records indicate that by 2001, the United States Department of Defense awarded AC Gravity a substantial grant amounting to $448,000 to conduct research on the technology developed by Lee. Despite the infusion of funding and efforts invested, it is worth noting that the findings and outcomes of this research initiative never saw the light of publication. Over time, Dr. Lee refrained from publishing any additional work following a certain period. Despite the consistent renewal of AC Gravity's business license up to 2018, there exists no documented evidence of the company engaging in further projects or endeavors beyond this timeframe. Lee's professional trajectory post-2002 remains shrouded in ambiguity, sparking intrigue and speculation among researchers and enthusiasts alike. A thorough investigation conducted by Barely Sociable unearthed a pivotal piece of evidence, a documented record revealing her participation in the esteemed 2003 MITRE conference. The title of her presentation, Measurability of AC Gravity Fields, showcased her continued engagement in groundbreaking research endeavors. Noteworthy is the fact that the MITRE Corporation, known for overseeing federally funded research projects for various US government bodies, provided the platform for Lee's presentation. During this significant event, she shared the stage with a distinguished representative from the US Army Aviation and Missile Command at Redstone Arsenal, underscoring the ongoing relevance and application of her research initiatives. After Lee's final documented communication in May 2003, the trail regarding her whereabouts goes cold. It culminated in a private email she sent to her colleagues, wherein she mentioned conducting an experiment that resulted in an 11 kilowatts of output effect. The true significance of this output remains shrouded in mystery, leaving many questions unanswered about the nature of the experiment and its implications. Despite the intriguing nature of the claim, the details surrounding the experiment and the context in which it took place are sparse. In 2004, the noticeable absence of Dr. Ning Lee prompted journalist Tim Ventura to reach out to Eugene Podkletnov, a fellow scientist in the field. Ventura's persistence in trying to contact Dr. Lee was evident through his periodic emails to an address provided by Podkletnov. Despite receiving read receipts indicating that someone was monitoring the emails sent to Dr. Lee, Ventura expressed his frustration at never receiving any responses. The repeated attempts to establish communication with Dr. Lee underscored the mystery surrounding her unresponsiveness, leaving both Ventura and Podkletnov puzzled about the reasons behind her silence. This exchange between Ventura and Podkletnov sheds light on the elusive nature of Dr. Lee's whereabouts and the intrigue surrounding her lack of communication despite being aware of incoming messages. Following Podkletnov's inquiry, he assured Ventura about her good health status and ongoing collaboration with the Department of Defense, yet mentioned the confidentiality surrounding her current projects. As time progressed, discussions about the whereabouts of Lee gained momentum, accompanied by the proliferation of various theories. In the month of July in 2008, an individual known as Jack Sarfati, who is a scientist, delivered a notably concerning update during an interview. This interview was subsequently shared on YouTube and featured in a video produced by Barely Sociable. The revelations made by Sarfati added another layer of complexity to the ongoing speculation and intrigue surrounding Lee's mysterious disappearance. In the interview, Sarfati stated that Lee had ceased her employment with the Department of Defense and relocated to China to pursue her professional endeavors. This assertion, revealed in the interview transcript, underscores the gravity of the accusation made against Lee. According to Sarfati, the disappearance of the key scientist, Ning Lee, is of significant importance concerning both national security and political implications. Notably, Ning Lee, a Chinese researcher who had been actively engaged in scientific endeavors at NASA and the Redstone Arsenal, has been missing for several years now, with all attempts to locate her proving futile. Recent information suggests that she may have returned to China, where there are efforts underway to support similar scientific experiments with substantial financial backing. This development has piqued the interest of intelligence agencies who are closely monitoring the situation. It is believed that the Chinese government is investing resources in research related to anti-gravity propulsion technology, making them potential frontrunners in this field. This scenario has raised concerns within the Pentagon, and has prompted a thorough investigation into the circumstances surrounding Ning Li's sudden departure and the subsequent shift in research focus towards anti-gravity technologies by Chinese counterparts. The implications of these findings have far-reaching consequences, warranting a comprehensive review and analysis to better understand the geopolitical and security implications of these emerging developments in the scientific community. After the conclusion of Sarfati's interview, the video featuring Ning Li abruptly concludes, without providing any definitive information about her professional endeavors post-2002. Eager to unravel the mystery, many people rewatched the footage, embarking on a quest to uncover the continuation of her intriguing narrative. Over the past couple of years, numerous online articles have surfaced. Among these publications, an obituary commemorating the life of Dr. Ning Li was specifically featured on the Berry Hill Funeral Home website, revealing the heartbreaking news of her passing on July 27, 2021. Nonetheless, her obituary disclosed no further details on her vanishing. The obituary commemorates Dr. Li, a pioneering scientist in superconductivity and anti-gravity research who passed away at the age of 79. Dr. Li's groundbreaking achievements included developing the world's first high-temperature superconducting device measuring 12 inches in the late 1990s. Given that Berry Hill Funeral Home operates within Huntsville, it can be reasonably inferred that the allegations suggesting Li's departure to China were inaccurate. Despite this, a significant number of individuals expressed skepticism regarding the authenticity of the obituary and opted to uphold a variety of theories instead. These doubts and speculations shed light on the complexities surrounding the circumstances of Li's purported disappearance and the subsequent dissemination of information. In the detailed obituary, George Guangyu Men was mentioned alongside his descendants. Following extensive research efforts, online users successfully uncovered George's registration of an LLC in the city, as well as the contact number associated with his business. Despite facing some hesitation, Noah Logan, a researcher, was fully committed to his quest at that point and not willing to abandon it. Subsequently, he mustered the courage to reach out to George. Upon their initial conversation, they acquainted themselves with each other, leading to George kindly extending an invitation for him to visit his residence and engage in a conversation regarding his late mother. George mentioned that although nobody had previously contacted him via phone, Noah was not the first person to reach out regarding the subject matter. He has received numerous correspondences from individuals based in New Zealand and other locations, all seeking further insights into Dr. Li's research. George had a vague understanding that there was ongoing interest in his mother, but he underestimated the true extent of this curiosity. To provide clarity, Noah presented videos to him and his 2 children in the comfort of his living room, showcasing some of the online discussions surrounding the topic. This presentation allowed George to shed light on several speculations that have lingered over the years. Of utmost importance, it was confirmed that Dr. Li remained within the Department of Defense and had not ventured abroad to work for the Chinese government. Interestingly, a particular detail corresponded with Sarfati's 2008 interview, aligning with previous information. Through this thorough exploration, George was able to dispel misconceptions and address the inquiries concerning his mother, providing valuable insights into her professional endeavors and dispelling any inaccurate assumptions. George recounted an incident from 2008 when Chinese officials visited his mother during a visit by members of the Chinese Party to the United States. The officials tried persuading her to return to China to resume her previous work, but Li was unwavering in her decision. Having relocated with George in the late 1980s, she was firmly rooted and had no intentions of leaving her established life behind. Despite her strong ties to the United States, Li did consider going back for her mother's funeral upon her passing. Unfortunately, George revealed that she was ultimately prohibited from doing so, emphasizing the emotional complexity of their situation. This poignant anecdote sheds light on the enduring bond between Li and her adopted country, showcasing her unwavering commitment even in the face of personal loss and bureaucratic obstacles. Upon reminiscing about her time at university, he fondly recalled how delighted she was in disseminating her research findings. However, a noticeable shift occurred after she acquired top-secret clearance, which restricted her from openly sharing her work with others, leading to a significant decrease in her outgoing nature. Her demeanor transformed, evident in her subdued presence upon returning home from work, marked by a tired appearance and disheveled makeup. This stark contrast from her vibrant university days left him reflecting on the impact of professional constraints on her spirit. The transition to a more reserved and secluded persona highlighted the repercussions of stringent confidentiality measures on her overall demeanor and communication patterns. In an effort to gain insights into her work, Noah submitted requests under the Freedom of Information Act to obtain the outcomes of her 2001 grant, as well as any subsequent research endeavors. Regrettably, not only were his requests denied, but similar pleas from other individuals faced the same fate. Consequently, it appears that uncovering the specifics of her research post-2002 will remain a daunting challenge for the foreseeable future. This impasse in accessing crucial information sheds light on the enduring mystery surrounding her research activities beyond that period. Upon conversing with George, it becomes evident that he continues to deeply admire his mother. His profound respect and reverence for her shine through in every word and expression he shares. Dr. Lee dedicated her days to working at Redstone Arsenal until the year 2014, when she was involved in an incident on the University of Alabama in Huntsville campus, being struck by a vehicle while crossing the street. This unfortunate accident had profound and long-lasting repercussions on her family. Upon witnessing his wife of 46 years being thrown from the impact, Dr. Lee's husband suffered a heart attack. Despite medical efforts, he tragically passed away a year later in 2015. The repercussions of this event reverberated deeply within their family, leaving a significant impact that affected them both emotionally and physically. In the face of this profound loss, the family endured a period of immense grief and adjustment. George experienced a profound impact when the accident left Lee with irreversible brain damage that eventually led to her developing Alzheimer's disease shortly thereafter. Supporting his mother through the final 6 challenging years of her life until her passing in 2021, George faced immense emotional and physical strains. Witnessing a family member succumb to Alzheimer's is a deeply distressing ordeal, made even more poignant by his intimate knowledge of Lee's former intellect and the significance it held for her. Questions remain regarding Lee's work, with many asking what it was she was working on during her career and why Freedom of Information Act requests have been denied. In the city of Jerusalem, individuals have shared accounts of witnessing a luminous crucifix or cross-shaped entity hovering over the city. The sightings of this phenomenon have sparked curiosity and speculation among the residents. Oddly enough, this occurrence is not a singular event. There have been previous observations of similar mysterious objects in this particular location, prompting speculation about the inexplicable attraction that draws such objects here. Some individuals have raised questions regarding the underlying reasons behind the repeated appearance of mysterious objects in this area. In the serene backdrop of a cloudless and starlit night in Jerusalem, an extraordinary event transpired as witnesses, comprising both locals and visitors, observed a luminous object resembling a cross hovering in the sky. This peculiar sighting took place in the early hours of the morning. The observer recounted that the glowing object appeared extraordinarily luminous, resembling a shining star. However, upon closer scrutiny, it became challenging to discern the exact shape of the radiant object, which was described as being cross-shaped. The intensity of the brightness emitted by the object was compared to that of a star, yet its distinct cross configuration became ambiguous as someone attempted to zoom in on it, adding a layer of mystery to the sighting. In an account provided by a resident, it was mentioned that despite taking numerous photographs, only one managed to capture the cross with sufficient clarity. The individual highlighted the challenge they faced in achieving a clear depiction of the cross in the photographs they took. When the witness attempted to magnify the image on their iPhone, it became evident that the camera was unable to focus properly, resulting in only a radiant sphere of light being visible. Numerous individuals who have witnessed unidentified objects have encountered similar challenges, particularly with objects emitting light. They have observed that modern smartphones often struggle to accurately capture these glowing entities. Upon reviewing the images captured, they frequently find that the resulting pictures are blurry and fail to adequately depict the luminous nature of these objects. This recurring issue raises questions about the ability of current technology to effectively document such phenomena. Eyewitnesses consistently report difficulties in accurately capturing the appearance of these glowing, unidentified objects, especially those that are taken at night. Witnesses provided vivid descriptions of the object, likening it to a shining cross that exuded a radiant glow from its core, with its arms extending outwards, visible against the stark contrast of the darkened sky. The visual aspect of the item was truly remarkable and impossible to miss, contrasting vividly with the cityscape behind it. Numerous eyewitnesses stepped forward to recount their experiences of observing the unusual event, with each one presenting a distinct viewpoint on the mysterious cross-shaped entity that lingered in the sky over Jerusalem. Eyewitnesses initially perceived the object as a star due to its stationary appearance in the sky. However, their perceptions quickly shifted as it began to traverse the sky and gradually increase in size. As it drew nearer, onlookers depicted it as resembling a cross and emitting a radiant illumination. The remarkable sight captivated observers with its distinctive cross-like form and luminous glow. The object was vividly characterized by a person as an embodiment of pure light, mentioning the inability to discern any specific details of this object. In their accounts, they expressed astonishment at encountering something entirely unfamiliar, emphasizing their inability to make sense of the sighting. They found the experience quite perplexing, as they struggled to capture the elusive object on both camera and with their eyes. The baffling nature of the object left them feeling frustrated as their visual devices failed to provide clarity on its identity. Witnesses of luminous, unidentified flying object sightings at night have intriguingly reported identical experiences. This phenomenon of observing glowing UFOs has captivated individuals globally. The appearance of luminous cross-shaped objects hovering over Jerusalem has triggered a surge of interpretations from people globally. These sightings, which have captivated observers, have led to a myriad of theories and speculations. Interpreting the event from various perspectives, some individuals perceived the occurrence through a religious framework, attributing deep spiritual significance to the appearance of the cross, viewing it as a powerful sign or symbol. Conversely, there are those who categorize this phenomenon as belonging to the realm of unidentified objects, remaining skeptical about its origins and implications. Approaching the sighting from a scientific standpoint, some individuals delved into extensive investigations, pondering various potential natural or artificial causes for the unusual celestial phenomenon. Amidst the varied interpretations, it is evident that the sighting had a lasting impact on the individuals who were fortunate enough to witness it. In the realm of unidentified flying objects, few phenomena are as strange and captivating as crucifix UFOs. These extraordinary aerial anomalies, characterized by their distinctive cross-like shape, have been observed by witnesses around the world, sparking intrigue and speculation about their origin and purpose. Crucifix UFOs, as their name suggests, are UFOs that exhibit a cross-like shape when observed from certain angles. Witnesses have reported sightings of these remarkable aerial objects in various locations and under different circumstances, often describing them as resembling illuminated crosses suspended in the sky. The appearance of crucifix UFOs is striking and unmistakable, with witnesses recounting sightings of glowing, cross-shaped objects, hovering silently in the air or darting across the sky with remarkable speed and agility. These sightings have sparked curiosity and fascination among UFO enthusiasts and researchers, prompting efforts to unravel the mystery behind these extraordinary phenomena. Numerous individuals have come forward to share their accounts of encountering crucifix UFOs, each offering unique insights into the nature of these mysterious aerial objects. Eyewitnesses describe feelings of astonishment and awe as they beheld the cross-shaped UFOs hovering above them, their radiant glow casting an otherworldly aura over the surrounding landscape. Some witnesses reported observing multiple crucifix UFOs in formation, while others described witnessing sudden bursts of acceleration and rapid changes in direction, a behavior that defies the capabilities of conventional aircraft. These accounts provide compelling testimony to the existence of crucifix UFOs and underscore the need for further investigation into their origin and nature. Compelling video footage captured by eyewitnesses has provided visual documentation of crucifix UFO sightings, offering invaluable insights into the characteristics and behavior of these mysterious aerial objects. The videos, shot from different vantage points and under varying lighting conditions, depict the cross-shaped UFOs hovering in the sky or performing intricate maneuvers with precision and grace. Analysis of the video footage has revealed no signs of digital manipulation or tampering, lending credibility to the authenticity of the sightings and reinforcing the veracity of eyewitness testimony. The visual documentation of crucifix UFOs serves as a valuable resource for researchers and investigators seeking to understand the nature of these extraordinary aerial phenomena. The sightings of crucifix UFOs have prompted a wide range of interpretations and speculations among researchers and UFO enthusiasts. Some propose that the cross-like shape of these aerial objects may be a deliberate attempt to communicate or convey a message to humanity, while others speculate about the possible technological capabilities and origins of the UFOs. One theory suggests that crucifix UFOs could be advanced spacecraft piloted by extraterrestrial beings conducting reconnaissance or exploration missions in Earth's atmosphere. Another hypothesis posits that the cross-shaped appearance of the UFOs may be a result of atmospheric conditions or optical illusions, rather than deliberate design. The existence of crucifix UFOs holds profound implications for our understanding of extraterrestrial phenomena and the nature of reality. If confirmed, these extraordinary aerial objects would challenge conventional notions of space exploration and raise profound questions about the possibility of contact with advanced civilizations beyond our planet. The study of crucifix UFOs also underscores the importance of remaining open-minded and curious in the face of the unknown, as well as the need for rigorous scientific investigation and inquiry. As we continue to explore the mysteries of the universe, events like the sightings of crucifix UFOs remind us of the boundless wonder and fascination that await discovery in the cosmos. As of right now, the sightings of crucifix UFOs represent a compelling chapter in the annals of ufology, offering tantalizing glimpses into the realm of the unexplained. Against the backdrop of the night sky, witnesses have observed these remarkable aerial objects, their cross-like shape and radiant glow sparking intrigue and speculation about their origin and purpose. In the realm of UFO sightings, rare are the episodes that have evoked as much fascination and curiosity as the events that unfolded above Jerusalem during nighttime. Set against the enchanting silhouette of the age-old city's skyline, observers recounted experiencing strange aerial occurrences that challenged traditional interpretations. The sightings, set against the backdrop of Jerusalem's rich history and mystical allure, captured the attention of not only locals but also intrigued individuals worldwide. In the epicenter of the Holy Land lies Jerusalem, an embodiment of rich history, diverse culture, and profound spirituality. As daylight fades and enshrouds the city's age-old pathways in shadows, the heavens above transform into a mesmerizing spectacle, serving as a backdrop for celestial marvels and mysteries. Jerusalem, with its intricate tapestry of narratives and traditions, serves as a microcosm of human existence. Amidst the historical significance of Jerusalem, numerous observers recounted sightings of unknown aerial phenomena lingering above the city's skyline, their appearance enveloping the ancient walls and revered landmarks in a captivating luminance. This extraordinary event captured the attention of locals and visitors alike, sparking intrigue and speculation about the mysterious objects that defied conventional explanation. The nighttime observations over Jerusalem were seen by a multitude of people, comprising locals, visitors, and religious travelers, all intrigued by the unexplainable events transpiring right in front of them. The strange occurrences in the sky left onlookers mesmerized and pondering the mystical nature of what they were witnessing. Eyewitness accounts detailed the presence of radiant spheres of light suspended quietly in the atmosphere, exhibiting remarkable precision and agility that challenged the norms of traditional aircraft maneuvers. Several witnesses noted the observation of multiple entities, with additional reports highlighting instances of sudden accelerations and swift alterations in flight trajectory. The scene painted by the witnesses depicted a mesmerizing display of celestial objects, defying the constraints of earthly physics, leaving observers in awe of the inexplicable phenomenon that unfolded before their eyes. In-depth analysis of the subject reveals that captivating video recordings, as shared by eyewitnesses, swiftly gained traction on various online platforms, offering a detailed visual record of the unidentified flying object sightings over Jerusalem. These videos, captured from diverse viewpoints throughout the city, portrayed luminous spherical objects descending from the heavens and lingering above significant landmarks, such as the Dome of the Rock and the Western Wall. The comprehensive examination of these sightings sheds light on the extraordinary nature of the events and the widespread public interest they generated, prompting further exploration of the phenomenon and its potential implications. The genuineness of the video evidence was validated by a variety of sources, such as reputable news agencies and autonomous researchers, adding weight to the credibility of the observations and sparking worldwide curiosity in the event. This validation not only confirmed the authenticity of the sightings, but also fueled speculation and intrigue on a global scale. Following the series of UFO sightings in Jerusalem, a dedicated group of experts and researchers undertook a profound exploration to decode the puzzle surrounding the mysterious airborne occurrences. Upon scrutinizing the video recordings, they detected no traces of digital alteration or interference, thus affirming the legitimacy of the observed phenomena. Delving deeper into the matter, the experts meticulously examined each detail, shedding light on the authenticity of the sightings and adding a layer of credibility to the perplexing events. Speculation regarding the source and characteristics of the unidentified flying objects proliferated widely, stirring various theories among observers. Some linked the sightings to advanced military plane prototypes or drone advancements, while others ventured into more outlandish suppositions. These included the intriguing possibility of extraterrestrial origins, proposing scenarios where these mysterious entities might be engaged in surveillance or exploration activities above the ancient urban landscape. In the nocturnal skies above Jerusalem, the remarkable sightings stand out as a powerful symbol, prompting contemplation of the persistent mysteries that surround UFO occurrences and the profound impact they may have on humanity's perception of the cosmos. Set against the historical and esteemed backdrop of one of the world's most ancient cities, the presence of strange flying objects triggers profound inquiries regarding our significance in the vast universe and the intriguing prospect of potential interactions with extraterrestrial intelligences. These sightings not only spark curiosity and wonder, but also challenge conventional beliefs about our place in the grand scheme of existence, urging us to explore the depths of our understanding of the universe and our role within it. In the face of skepticism that attributes these sightings to mere misidentifications or elaborate hoaxes, it becomes imperative to acknowledge the substantial evidence and first-hand accounts, calling for a thorough evaluation and continued scrutiny. The incidents of UFO sightings in Jerusalem serve not only as a point of interest, but also as a profound illustration of humanity's perpetual fascination with the mysterious and unexplored realms existing beyond the boundaries of our planet's atmosphere. The UFO sightings occurring above Jerusalem during nighttime mark a captivating segment within the history of ufology, providing intriguing insights into the domain. Set against the enduring skyline of the ancient city, individuals witnessed inexplicable aerial occurrences that challenged conventional understanding, triggering curiosity and conjecture across the world. This phenomenon has piqued the interest of many, delving into the depths of the unexplained and provoking contemplation on the possibilities beyond our current knowledge. In our ongoing contemplation of the mysteries of the universe and our role in it, the sightings of unidentified flying objects in Jerusalem stand out as a powerful symbol of the immense mysteries that remain beyond our understanding. These events underscore the boundless nature of the uncharted territories awaiting exploration and the profound curiosity that propels humankind on its relentless pursuit for enlightenment and comprehension amidst the vast cosmic landscape. The Mojave Desert, characterized by its expansive arid lands and challenging topography, has continuously captivated the interest of thrill-seekers and pioneers throughout history. Deep within this barren wilderness exists a concealed gem awaiting discovery, the elusive M Cave, a mysterious geological marvel veiled in secrecy and conjecture. This vast desert region, known for its unforgiving terrain and extreme climate, has beckoned adventurers and researchers alike to unravel the mysteries concealed within its confines. The Mojave Desert has been a captivating destination for many throughout history, attracting individuals driven by a sense of adventure and a desire to unveil the unknown. Its unforgiving weather conditions and challenging landscape have dissuaded all except the bravest explorers, resulting in vast stretches of this desert remaining untouched and undiscovered. Over the centuries, the Mojave has stood as a formidable natural barrier, discouraging extensive human presence and leaving much of its terrain shrouded in mystery. Fueled by an insatiable thirst for knowledge and an unwavering determination to unravel the mysteries concealed within the desolate expanse, our main character ventured into the realm of cutting-edge technology to quench his curiosity. With just a computer and an internet connection at his disposal, he commenced an immersive digital exploration through the vast terrain using the sophisticated tools of Google Earth. Diligently scrutinizing the high-resolution satellite images, he meticulously searched for intricate details and subtle indications that could potentially guide him to undiscovered treasures lying beneath the unforgiving layers of sand in the arid landscape. Upon reviewing satellite imagery of the Mojave Desert, an individual dedicated considerable time to scrutinizing the vast terrain, eventually fixating on a unique geological formation, an unmistakable M-shaped pattern embedded within the rugged expanse. Captivated by the strange nature of this peculiar site, he honed in on it, delving deeper into its intricacies in a bid to uncover the secrets shrouded within the profound history of this geological construct. The man was taken aback when he made a surprising revelation about the peculiar M-shaped formation in the desert. It was not merely a random occurrence in nature. He hypothesized that it served as the gateway to a concealed cave nestled among the rugged features of the desert landscape. Filled with anticipation and eagerness stemming from his newfound knowledge, he expressed his intention to embark on a journey to explore the secrets harbored within the depths of this mysterious M-cave. The thought of unraveling the mysteries hidden within the confines of the cave stirred a sense of curiosity and adventure within him, igniting a desire to delve into the unknown and uncover the ancient secrets that lay shrouded within its rocky embrace. He expressed his intention to capture images and record videos of his discoveries, showcasing a dedication to documenting his findings comprehensively. Upon viewing the photographs, numerous individuals expressed curiosity about the eventual outcome and requested regular updates from the man regarding his discoveries. Their interest was piqued, leading them to seek information on the progress and results unfolding from the captured images. These individuals eagerly awaited further details and developments, showing a keen desire to stay informed about the man's mission. Some individuals may not be acquainted with the story surrounding Kenny, the initial hiker who went missing during his search for the cave. According to certain sources, Kenny supposedly came across the mysterious M-cave, rumored to serve as a covert passageway to a highly classified military installation, which might explain his sudden disappearance. This intriguing narrative suggests a deeper connection between Kenny's vanishing and the discovery of a clandestine entrance to a top-secret military facility.
The unexplained disappearance of Kenny Veach. Kenny Veach was a 47-year-old avid hiker of the Mojave Desert in Nevada. On November 10, 2014, he told his family he planned to go on a 2-day hike in the mountains and look for a cave. He never returned. Veach was an experienced hiker who often took solo trips to explore the Mojave and Great Basin deserts of Nevada and California respectively. He was a minimalist or ultralight hiker. Even though he would camp out for days at a time, he only ever brought the bare minimum of supplies. He rarely brought a GPS, compass, or map. Although he had successfully completed many hikes in his lifetime in that manner, it is still an incredibly reckless way to hike. Veach had a YouTube channel under the name Snakebit McGee, where he had uploaded a few videos but mostly used it to watch and comment on others. His channel name came from his tendency to pick up snakes whenever he found them. He was bitten by a rattlesnake, which is where his tag name came from. On June 2014, he commented on a video titled "Son of an Area 51 Technician." In his comment, he stated that he had found an M-shaped cave about 7 miles out from Nellis Air Force Base in the Sheep Mountains, which are north of Las Vegas, Nevada. He explained that he was an experienced hiker who regularly found abandoned mine shafts and explored them, picked up rattlesnakes for fun, solo hiked across mountains, although would fear to go, and even came close to Area 51. Despite all this, he never went into the M cave. He claimed that as he began to enter the hidden cave, his entire body began to vibrate. The further in he went, the worse the shaking became. He suddenly grew very scared and quickly ran out of the cave and hiked back to his car. His comment sparked an interest with others who encouraged Veach to go out and discover the cave again, this time filming the entire hike. He agreed and left to find it a second time, carrying along with him a video camera and a 9mm handgun. He posted a video of his hike, but unfortunately was unable to find the mystery cave. The viewers criticised him and provoked him to go out a third time. On November 10th, 2014, he left for an overnight trip, but never came back. After 2 days and no return, his family contacted authorities who conducted a search. In the beginning of the video he had previously posted, he stood by an abandoned mine shaft while narrating his mission details. It was at that mine shaft that search and rescue found his cell phone, 10 days after the search began. Over 30 search and rescue volunteers conducted 3 separate searches and a helicopter flyover to no avail. The trail went cold after that. Many conspiracy theories cropped up. Did he fall down the mine shaft? Or had he stumbled upon a hidden entrance to Area 51 and discovered a dangerous military secret? Was he just a reckless hiker who injured himself, or did he reach the M cave and find something ominous inside? A woman claiming to be his girlfriend later posted a comment on his last video that stated she did not believe he had had an accident. She explained that he had been suffering from depression for some time and had quit his job the year prior, so she argued that he had most likely taken his own life. So far, no conclusion has yet to be drawn about Kenny Veach's mysterious disappearance.
Interestingly, someone on social media came forward and said that they found the entrance to the cave, noting that when you look at it from above, the M shape can easily be seen. They said the following: "This photograph is interesting because it seems that the M shape is only visible from certain angles, and I think this is why the cave has never been officially found. People's view may be obstructed, or they may have walked past it without realizing. Some of these cave systems are hidden, and unless you happen to be looking at it from the right angle, the cave's entrance could take on a completely different appearance." End quote. It is difficult to provide an exact number of caves in the Mojave Desert, as many are still unexplored and undocumented. However, it is estimated that there are hundreds of caves located throughout the Mojave Desert region, spanning across California, Nevada, Utah, and Arizona. Many of these caves are located in remote and difficult-to-reach areas, and some have been designated as protected areas due to the presence of sensitive or endangered species within them. The actual number of caves in the Mojave Desert may never be known due to the vast and rugged terrain of the region. The man said that the area is hard to reach and doesn't even know if it's visible from the ground. However, they did say in another comment that they want to go out there and investigate it for themselves, saying that they might bring their drone with them in order to help identify where this particular cave is. Kenny said the following about the mysterious cave: "I solo hike across mountaintops that most people wouldn't dare go. I have been in more caves than I can count, and I play with rattlesnakes for fun. But this one particular cave was beyond anything I had ever encountered. I've been doing this sort of thing for over 20 years. I go where no one goes, and I never take anyone with me. I find skulls of all shapes and sizes, and occasionally I find really old animal traps. I hike over mountaintop after mountaintop, and sleep on peaks under the stars. Sometimes I have to scale giant cliffs to get myself out of a jam, but I always make it back. I'm beat up and tired, and my pack is almost always heavier than when I left. I had to be rescued only one time by a helicopter. I'd blown out my left leg at the top of the mountain, and I only had a cup of water left to get me 20 miles back to my truck. It was also over 100 degrees, so I have a very good safety record." End quote. Oddly enough, a woman claiming to be his girlfriend posted the following comment on one of his videos. She said the following: "I am the girlfriend that Kenny spoke of in the video. There are so many posts, and I had no idea until a friend let me know. So many people are wondering what happened and guessing different things. You are heartfelt about the sadness around what has happened with Kenny. He has not been found, and I feel that he probably will not be found for many months, if ever. I want to share what I know and feel about what happened, so that you might bring some closure and understanding in your own lives. Kenny absolutely loved hiking in the desert. It was his very favorite thing to do. We hiked and camped together all over the Nevada desert, sometimes 9 hours in a day. We found many abandoned mining towns, usually referred to as ghost towns by Nevada hikers. We explored many caves and mine shafts. We were always careful how we explored them, but Kenny was a bit more daring than I was. We wore snake guards, sun protective clothing, used walking sticks, brought enough water and food for the hiking hours, and had extra water and food in the car. I want you to know that I do not think Kenny had an accident. I believe he took his life. He battled for many years and would not take medication or see a doctor. He quit his job a little more than a year before he disappeared. The search for him was started within a couple days of my call. Over 30 search and rescue team members searched 3 different times on foot. 1 helicopter flyover was done, and there was no trace of Kenny or any of his camping things. End quote. Although many users believed that these comments were the real deal, others said that it could have been some random person posting about Kenny, and said that there's no way of identifying whether this person is genuine, and stated that they could have just created an account. Oddly enough, it's reported that hikers have found various strange caves throughout the United States, but park rangers have come forward and said that he most likely didn't prepare for the hike, or that the comments from his girlfriend were true and that he headed into the desert and ended things. The Mojave Desert is considered dangerous for several reasons. Firstly, the desert is extremely hot and dry, with temperatures that can easily reach well over 100 degrees during the day and drop to below freezing at night. This can cause dehydration, heat stroke, and other heat-related illnesses for those who are not properly prepared. Additionally, the Mojave Desert is home to several venomous animals, including rattlesnakes, scorpions, and spiders. Hikers and visitors to the area should take precautions to avoid contact with these animals and seek medical attention if bitten. The desert is also vast and rugged, with many remote areas that are difficult to access and lacking in water sources. This can make it easy for hikers and visitors to become lost or stranded, leading to potentially life-threatening situations. Finally, the Mojave Desert is home to military bases and testing sites, some of which may be off-limits to the public. Visitors should be aware of these areas and avoid trespassing, as they may face legal consequences or encounter hazardous materials or weapons. In 1971, the National Geographic Institute of Costa Rica undertook the creation of an aerial map focusing on the Arenal region, encompassing Lake Cote, as an integral component of the surveying efforts conducted on behalf of the Electricity Institute. In the subsequent years of that particular decade, Costa Rica undertook the ambitious project of constructing a dam on a river, leading to the inundation of a significant portion of the surrounding area in order to form Lake Arenal. This reservoir now serves as a crucial source of hydroelectric power for the nation, playing a pivotal role in meeting its energy needs. During the preparatory phase, Sergio Loaiza, Juan Bravo, and Francisco Reyes embarked on a small aircraft equipped with a cartographic camera fixed to the floor. Their aerial journey took them to an altitude of 10,000 feet, where the camera systematically recorded a fresh image every 13 seconds. This meticulous process allowed for the creation of detailed and precise aerial maps for further analysis and planning. After a period had passed, the photographers took the photographs they had captured and proceeded to develop and magnify them. During this process, they observed something out of the ordinary in a particular photo taken at Lake Cote. The photograph, capturing a saucer-shaped object hovering above Costa Rica, has garnered significant attention from various media platforms and has been extensively circulated on Twitter. This black and white image, depicting the unidentified flying object, has stirred curiosity and speculation among viewers worldwide. The general public asserts that this particular image captures what is considered to be the most exceptional photograph of an unidentified flying object often associated with extraterrestrial beings in recorded history. This remarkable shot was taken by the skilled aerial photographer Sergio Loaiza in the month of September in the year 1971. He captured this extraordinary moment while flying over the mesmerizing landscapes of Costa Rica during a photography mission designed to gather data for a hydroelectric project. This noteworthy event has been documented in a detailed report published by multiple news outlets, shedding light on the intriguing circumstances surrounding the sighting and the subsequent photograph. The initiative was strategically located in close proximity to the majestic Arenal volcano situated in a South American nation. In the image, positioned on the right side, there is a peculiar saucer-shaped object that appears metallic in nature. Its presence lacks a clear and straightforward explanation, thus rendering it unidentified not just at the time of observation, but persisting as an enigma. Furthermore, the existence of UFOs was challenging to discredit. The anomaly in the photo did not show up in any previous or subsequent images, indicating that it probably did not result from debris on the camera lens. Further examination of the picture revealed that there had been no modifications made to it. This careful scrutiny suggested that the anomaly was genuinely captured by the camera and not a result of any external interference or editing. With the aid of a top-of-the-line professional camera operated by an experienced crew, the photograph was captured, thereby bolstering its credibility. Mr. Loaiza captured a series of high-resolution photographs while situated at an elevation of 10,000 feet, showcasing the lake beneath and the lush rainforest that enveloped it. Employing his sophisticated 100-pound automated camera, he meticulously documented the scenery at precise 20-second intervals. In a particular frame captured, a gleaming metallic disc is observed in motion amidst Mr. Loaiza's Aero Commander aircraft and the Earth below. Initially, the photo lacked clarity, yet speculations regarding unidentified flying objects only began to circulate once the image was subsequently enhanced. Upon closer inspection, the mysterious object appeared to traverse the airspace, prompting debates and curiosity surrounding its origin and nature. The photograph in question belonged to the National Geographic Costa Rica organization, which commissioned the survey to assess the potential repercussions of the hydroelectric scheme on the nearby environment and water sources. This particular image was utilized specifically for the purpose of analyzing the effects of the project on the surrounding land and aquatic resources. Esteban Carranza, a Costa Rican resident, has recently made public a document previously undisclosed to the public. This document is a duplicate of the original negative found in the National Archives of Costa Rica. Interestingly, Mr. Carranza came into possession of this historical artifact through his uncle, who had secured it from the National Geographic Institute. This revelation sheds new light on the provenance and significance of the document, adding a layer of intrigue to its origins and raising questions about its historical relevance. Mr. Carranza highlighted that he had generated a high-resolution scan of the image the previous year, engaging with individuals from the National Geographic Institute and identifying the technician responsible for the camera used in 1971. He expressed his belief that it was not enough for the image to merely occupy space on his computer. According to him, disclosure should be a collaborative endeavor involving everyone, emphasizing the importance of making the image accessible to all. This tweet underscores the collaborative nature of sharing information and the necessity for inclusivity in the process. It sheds light on the significance of teamwork in making valuable content available for all to benefit from, promoting transparency. The media outlet known as UAP Media, which featured the image in question, asserts that there has never been a successful refutation of its authenticity up to the present time. In the course of time, a multitude of experts, including individuals like Ricardo Vilches, a UFO researcher from Costa Rica, and renowned professionals such as Dr. Richard Haynes and Dr. Jacques Vallée, have scrutinized the image meticulously. Their collective assessment pointed towards the authenticity of the object captured in the photograph, ruling out any possibilities of it being a result of double exposure or an intentional deception. This affirmation was emphasized by UAP Media on their website, highlighting the unequivocal nature of the experts' conclusions that the object depicted was indeed genuine. The item depicted in the image is believed to have a diameter ranging from approximately 120 to 220 feet. Nestled between the Caribbean Sea and the Pacific Ocean, Costa Rica's lush landscapes and vibrant biodiversity have long captivated the imagination of travelers and explorers. Yet, beyond its natural wonders lies a lesser-known phenomenon that has intrigued and perplexed observers for decades: UFO sightings. Throughout the years, residents and visitors alike have reported witnessing unidentified flying objects traversing the skies above Costa Rica. Eyewitness testimonies describe encounters with objects exhibiting unconventional flight characteristics, such as sudden maneuvers, rapid acceleration, and silent propulsion. These sightings have occurred in various regions of the country, from densely populated urban areas to remote rural landscapes. One of the most famous UFO sightings in Costa Rica occurred when a group of schoolchildren in the town of Atinas observed a disc-shaped object hovering silently above their schoolyard. The children, along with their teacher, watched in awe as the mysterious object remained stationary in the sky before vanishing without a trace. In subsequent years, numerous reports of UFO sightings have emerged from different regions of Costa Rica, including sightings over national parks, rural villages, and coastal areas. Witnesses describe encountering objects of various shapes and sizes, ranging from luminous orbs to metallic discs, further adding to the intrigue surrounding these sightings. In response to the growing number of UFO sightings, scientific organizations and research groups in Costa Rica have undertaken investigations to study these phenomena. The Costa Rican Institute of UFO Studies and the National Institute for Aerospace Research have conducted studies to analyze eyewitness testimonies, collect photographic evidence, and investigate the potential causes of UFO sightings. One notable initiative was the establishment of a UFO hotline by the Costa Rican Institute of UFO Studies, allowing individuals to report sightings and share their experiences with trained investigators. Through systematic data collection and analysis, researchers have sought to uncover patterns, trends, and anomalies in UFO sightings, shedding light on the underlying factors driving these mysterious encounters. Despite efforts to study and document UFO phenomena, many questions remain unanswered, and the true nature of these sightings continues to elude scientific explanation. While some researchers attribute UFO sightings to natural phenomena, such as atmospheric anomalies or celestial events, others entertain the possibility of extraterrestrial origins or advanced technological capabilities beyond human understanding. The prevalence of UFO sightings in Costa Rica has left an indelible mark on the country's cultural landscape, inspiring artistic expressions, folklore, and community traditions. UFO-themed festivals, conferences, and exhibitions draw enthusiasts and curious onlookers from around the world, fostering a sense of wonder and camaraderie among those intrigued by the mysteries of the cosmos. Moreover, the rich tradition of indigenous folklore in Costa Rica includes stories and legends of celestial beings and otherworldly encounters dating back centuries. These narratives, passed down through generations, reflect a deep-seated fascination with the unknown and a reverence for the mysteries of the universe. As of right now, the phenomenon of UFO sightings above Costa Rica serves as a testament to humanity's enduring fascination with the mysteries of the cosmos. Eyewitness testimonies, scientific investigations, and cultural expressions underscore the complexity and intrigue surrounding these otherworldly encounters. A resident in Texas reported seeing a mysterious object in the sky. The eyewitness submitted a report to the Mutual UFO Network, an organization that investigates mysterious aircrafts, and reported that as the sun was setting, they captured some images of patterns that had formed in the clouds. They reported that to ensure the quality of their images, they snapped 3 shots at once. However, upon reviewing the photos, they were unaware of what they had captured, noting that in the background, a strange black object could be seen close to the clouds. They showed the mysterious object to their wife, but both of them couldn't agree on what this object was, further adding that there wasn't anything in the area at the time the image was taken. The resident explained that the absence of trees where he lives means that there are no birds around, and caused him to rule out the possibility that this was an animal. The eyewitness had said that they are looking for an answer as to what this object could be. Interestingly enough, other people came forward and said that they had seen the same thing, and detailed that the object could be seen breaking through the clouds. One resident by the name of Mary Thompson had an extraordinary encounter with an object that looked nearly identical to this one. Mary described that as she was walking her dog, she couldn't help but notice the sky above. High above, amidst the backdrop of the fading daylight, she spotted an unusual object moving through the sky. It was a large black object, silently gliding across the horizon. Mary watched the enigmatic craft, captivated by its otherworldly presence. She stood there in awe, unable to comprehend what she was witnessing, noting that the object didn't match anything that she had seen before. The mysterious black object defied all conventional understanding, and she detailed that it moved with such grace and precision. Mary's mind raced with questions, trying to rationalize the inexplicable sight before her eyes. She detailed that she tried to take a photograph of the mysterious object, but noted that her phone's camera wasn't up to the task, and the resulting images were too blurry to make out anything. As Mary continued to watch the mysterious craft, a sense of excitement and curiosity overwhelmed her. After seeing these photographs, she reported that it reminded her of the object that she had seen, and said that the black object she witnessed was the same shape as this one. She also detailed that the object appeared to be rotating. The topic of mysterious aircrafts above Texas has captivated the public's imagination for decades, leading to a surge in reported sightings and encounters, and causing eyewitnesses to come forward with their encounters. While the nature and origin of these unidentified objects above Texas remain a subject of debate, the number of reported sightings in the United States is quite substantial, and has led to researchers into the unknown to say that these sightings and encounters should be taken more seriously. The United States, with its vast territory and diverse population, has been a hotspot for unidentified sightings. Over the years, numerous individuals from all walks of life have come forward to share their experiences, ranging from strange lights in the sky to encounters with mysterious craft. And interestingly, due to the amount of encounters that have been reported, it's led to astronauts and military personnel to come forward with their sightings, which many have said adds credibility to these claims. The exact number of reported sightings in the United States varies from year to year. Organizations that research these aircrafts have provided valuable data for analysis and investigation. According to available records, thousands of sightings are reported in the United States annually, and in some years, the numbers reach into the tens of thousands, indicating a significant interest and ongoing fascination with the phenomenon. It is important to note that not all reported sightings can be classified as genuine encounters. Many sightings turn out to have conventional explanations, such as misidentified aircraft, weather phenomena, or even hoaxes. However, a significant percentage of cases remain unexplained, leaving room for speculation and further investigation. Some of the most commonly reported sightings include objects exhibiting unusual flight patterns, high speeds, or abrupt changes in direction. Witnesses often describe seeing bright lights, saucer-shaped craft, or triangular formations in the sky. Some reports even describe close encounters with beings or entities associated with these unidentified objects. The Lone Star State of Texas, with its vast landscapes and diverse population, has been a hotspot for sightings and encounters. Over the years, numerous reports have emerged from various regions, captivating the imagination of residents and sparking curiosity among enthusiasts. One of the most famous incidents in Texas occurred in 1957 in the small town of Levelland. Multiple witnesses reported seeing a large, egg-shaped object with bright lights that allegedly caused their vehicles to stall or malfunction. The incident gained significant media attention, drawing the interest of researchers and investigators from around the country. In addition to the Levelland incident, Texas has been the site of numerous other reported sightings. Witnesses have described a wide range of phenomena, including sightings of disc-shaped objects, triangular craft, and mysterious lights in the night sky. Over the years, numerous residents reported seeing a massive, silent object with flashing lights moving at high speeds. The incident gained national attention and prompted investigations by both local authorities and researchers. Reports of sightings in Texas often involve witnesses from different backgrounds, including military personnel, law enforcement officers, and everyday citizens. Many sightings occur in rural areas where the night sky is free from light pollution, allowing for clearer observations of unusual aerial phenomena. The Gulf Coast region of Texas has also seen its fair share of sightings. The proximity to the Gulf of Mexico and the area's extensive waterways have led to reports of unidentified objects emerging from or descending into the water. Witnesses have described bright lights or strange craft performing unusual maneuvers in the sky before disappearing without a trace. The advent of modern technology and the widespread use of smartphones have made it easier than ever for individuals to document and share their sightings. Photos and videos captured by eyewitnesses can provide valuable visual evidence, although their authenticity and reliability must be carefully evaluated. While the number of reported sightings is significant, it is important to consider that not all sightings are reported. Many witnesses choose not to come forward due to fear of ridicule or skepticism. Therefore, the actual number of encounters may be much higher than the reported figures. In the vast expanse of space, the moon has always captivated the human imagination. Among the many lunar mysteries, the discovery of a peculiar tower on the far side of the moon by a Soviet spacecraft stands out. In July 1965, the Soviet spacecraft Zond 3 embarked on a historic journey, becoming the first mission to capture images of the far side of the moon. Zond 3 successfully transmitted photographs, revealing previously unseen terrain on the lunar surface. However, among the images, one stood out: an intriguing tower-like structure perched on the moon's far side. The tower discovered by Zond 3 remains a topic of speculation and debate. The photographs captured a large tower-like formation rising from the lunar surface. Its distinctive shape and apparent structure have ignited curiosity and inspired countless theories about its origins and purpose. The enigmatic tower on the far side of the moon has generated various theories and speculations. Zond 3 was meant to reach Mars, and photographing the far side of the moon was a secondary objective for the spacecraft. Scientists equipped the Zond 3 with extremely useful technologies, equipping the spacecraft with 2 cameras, infrared and ultraviolet spectrometers, a magnetometer, a cosmic ray detector, a solar particle detector, and a meteoroid detector. Zond 3 made its way to the moon 33 hours after being launched on July 18, 1965. Just as it passed the far side of the moon, its cameras started exploring the far side of Earth's satellite, focusing on the 30% that its predecessor, Lunar 3, had missed, taking one picture every 2 minutes and 15 seconds for a total period of 1 hour and 8 minutes. After a period of 9 days from taking the images, Zond 3 transmitted these images back to the Soviet operators on Earth. These images were the first of their kind, and helped scientists discover several geological formations present on the far side of the moon. However, one of these images particularly intrigued the researchers and those interested in the unknown. On the far side of the moon, a puzzling tower-like structure is visible in one of the images taken. The structure stands out as there is no other similar formation in its vicinity. The image is believed by researchers to be compelling proof for their theory of possible advanced structures on Earth's moon. As of right now, very little information has been released about the structure. Interestingly enough, this isn't the first time that mysterious monoliths have been found throughout our solar system, and it's for this reason that researchers have suggested that they could be evidence of advanced life. Some propose natural explanations, suggesting that the formation may be a result of geological processes or impact crater remnants. Despite the intrigue, many scientists approach the tower with skepticism. They argue that the tower-like appearance may be an illusion caused by lighting conditions, shadows, or pixelation in the Zond 3 images. They emphasize the need for further exploration and comprehensive data to provide a clearer understanding of the lunar terrain. The discovery of the tower on the far side of the moon has fueled the ongoing quest for knowledge about our celestial neighbor. As space exploration continues to advance, upcoming missions aim to uncover more secrets hidden within the moon's unexplored regions. These missions, equipped with advanced technology and instruments, hold the potential to provide more detailed observations and insights into the lunar mysteries. In 2014, a multitude of online platforms shared intriguing information regarding a peculiar item captured by the cameras aboard the International Space Station. To provide some context, the International Space Station is equipped with a diverse range of cameras to oversee spacewalks and other regions requiring continuous 24-hour surveillance. This occurrence sparked significant interest and speculation among space enthusiasts and the general public alike. Lately, there has been a surge in instances capturing peculiar objects hovering in the background, sparking speculation about their origins. Following the emergence of such incidents, NASA tends to either delete or alter the footage, cease the live feed, or altogether overlook the occurrence. These occurrences have triggered widespread debate and intrigue among enthusiasts, scientists, and the general public, fueling discussions on the potential existence of advanced life and the implications for humanity's understanding of the universe. In 2014, there was a notable incident that has caught the attention of amateur researchers who claim it constitutes some of the most compelling evidence of a UFO sighting in space. In an intriguing turn of events captured by one of the live cameras, a peculiar object came into view, sparking bewilderment among a global audience. The mysterious entity, characterized by its sleek, orange appearance, swiftly approached the International Space Station, leaving viewers perplexed. Within moments of its docking, the live feed abruptly ceased, plunging the screen into a mysterious blue or purple hue. Oddly enough, frequent viewers of these live streams have reported similar occurrences when unidentified flying objects manifest in the background. Speculation suggests that NASA occasionally zooms in on such anomalies to investigate further, only to promptly cut off the feed upon ruling out any affiliation with known spacecraft. This pattern of behavior has fueled speculations among certain observers, hinting at the possibility of visitors gracing our planet. The mysterious object that made a brief appearance at the International Space Station disappeared shortly after the live cameras stopped airing. Subsequently, it vanished from sight entirely. However, this brief video was enough for individuals to capture screenshots of the peculiar object. Following this event, numerous individuals began proposing their theories regarding the identity of the object. One person speculated that the object in question could possibly be an authentic, unidentified flying object, suggesting that NASA failed to promptly switch off the cameras on this particular occasion, allowing everyone tuning in to witness it clearly. The incident sparked a wave of speculation and discussion amongst viewers and enthusiasts who pondered over the mysterious nature of the object and its potential significance within the realm of space exploration. The event in question elicited an intriguing response from another individual, who expressed astonishment at the lack of attention given to remarkable discoveries of this nature. They highlighted the anomaly of an object that defies terrestrial origins, receiving little discourse or scrutiny. Furthermore, the individual pondered the apparent apathy toward questioning the nature and purpose of the mysterious object, along with the abrupt termination of NASA's live camera feed once the object was detected. Some individuals, however, opted for a divergent explanation, proposing that the sightings were not actually unidentified flying objects, but mere imperfections, like smudges on the live camera lenses, which prompted NASA to deactivate them. They argue that such occurrences of space debris appearing in the footage are regular and are not related to UFOs. NASA has supported this viewpoint and clarified that the objects occasionally spotted in the background are not UFOs. These phenomena are unrelated to any type of aircraft. In the course of their time spent on the International Space Station, astronauts have frequently observed peculiar occurrences in the vicinity of their spacecraft. These unusual phenomena, commonly referred to as unidentified flying objects or anomalous events, have been meticulously recorded in the official mission reports and communication transcripts, offering detailed narratives of the encounters as narrated by the individuals who have directly encountered them. The astronauts have recounted experiences involving objects that defy conventional explanations and behave in ways that challenge our understanding of the environment beyond Earth. Astronauts have recounted witnessing phenomena that exhibit deliberate and intelligent movements, displaying flight behaviors that challenge traditional interpretations. Several astronauts have shared experiences of encountering objects that seem to be guided by intelligence, executing maneuvers and flight paths indicative of sophisticated technology or potentially extraterrestrial sources. These observations suggest a level of control and precision that transcends our current understanding of aerial phenomena. The visual evidence of unidentified flying objects near the International Space Station encompasses not only eyewitness reports, but also video recordings obtained from cameras installed aboard the station. These compelling visuals, frequently made public by space agencies or disseminated by autonomous researchers, showcase a multitude of objects exhibiting diverse shapes and dimensions as they navigate through the expanse of space in close proximity to the ISS. The scrutiny of these videos has sparked widespread interest and debate in the scientific community and amongst the general public regarding the nature and implications of these mysterious occurrences. Space organizations like NASA have traditionally shown hesitance in confirming the presence of unidentified flying objects. Nevertheless, there have been occasions where these agencies have released official statements and acknowledgements concerning sightings occurring in close proximity to the International Space Station. Interestingly, there have been instances where astronauts and mission controllers have openly shared their encounters with mysterious entities while on space expeditions, thereby igniting significant curiosity and sparking debates among the general public regarding these phenomena. These revelations have piqued the interest of many individuals, shedding light on a topic that has long been shrouded in secrecy and speculation. The sightings of unidentified flying objects in close proximity to the International Space Station have sparked a plethora of conjectures and theories regarding their source and intentions. A diverse array of perspectives exists, with some proponents proposing the hypothesis that these entities represent spacecraft of extraterrestrial origin operated by sentient beings hailing from distant planets or alternate dimensions. Conversely, an alternative viewpoint posits that these anomalous entities could potentially be clandestine military aircraft or experimental technology undergoing trials within the realm of outer space. The presence of unidentified flying objects in close proximity to the International Space Station serves as a captivating and mysterious element within the realm of space discovery. Despite skeptics attributing these sightings to random occurrences or misinterpretations, the accounts provided by astronauts and mission controllers offer a different perspective. These UFO sightings have sparked intense curiosity and speculation among experts and the public alike, prompting a deeper examination of the phenomena. It is difficult to provide an exact number of mysterious aircrafts that are reported each year, as there is no central agency or organization that tracks all reported sightings. However, various organizations and websites collect and analyze reports of mysterious aircrafts from around the world. The National Reporting Center in the United States, for example, receives thousands of reports each year, with over 5,000 reports received in 2020 alone. Similarly, other research organizations have come forward and said that they receive hundreds of reports each month. In addition to these organizations, there are many other websites and social media platforms where people can report their sightings, making it difficult to accurately estimate the total number of reports each year. Just recently, people across the world have reported strange objects flying to the ground, with many of the eyewitnesses saying that these objects remind them of planes. Due to the objects appearing as though they are on fire, it's caused witnesses to phone police stations and report their sightings, saying that they're worried that someone might be in trouble and may need some assistance. Oddly enough, in nearly all of these cases, the mysterious object is never identified. The eyewitnesses are never given an explanation for what they saw, and no one seems to know what the object was and what happened. This happened just recently above Kelowna, Canada. One eyewitness said the following: "I was loading up my van at around 7 in the morning, and as I'm loading up, I heard a delivery driver go by. Then I heard him stop and back up. And as he backed up, I turned and looked at him. He pointed to the sky and asked if I could see the strange object. I turned around and looked and couldn't understand what it was. The object looked to be on fire, with a trail of black smoke. I walked to a good spot where I could get a good view and took a picture. My first thought was a contrail, but the orange section of it never changed over time, which I thought it would as the sun came up." End quote. Oddly enough, various news agencies throughout the area wanted to get to the bottom of what this object was, and so reached out to professionals such as astronomers and weather experts. The H.R. MacMillan Space Center in Vancouver said that they had seen the mysterious object, but noted that their astronomers didn't think it was a meteorite or a satellite, saying that the way the object acted wasn't the same as a meteorite. The Space Center said that it was visible in the sky for too long for it to have been a meteor or a fireball, and that the light from meteors and satellite debris don't usually last for minutes. The Space Center also said that they hadn't tracked another above the area, and that there were no reports of fireballs from the International Meteor Organization. The International Meteor Organization is a non-profit organization that is dedicated to the scientific study of meteors and meteor showers. The organization was founded in 1988 and is headquartered in Belgium. The International Meteor Organization is made up of amateur and professional astronomers from around the world who work together to observe and study meteors. The organization maintains a global network of observers who record and report meteor observations using standardized methods and equipment. The data collected by the International Meteor Organization is used to study the distribution, motion, and composition of meteoroids, the small rocks and debris that produce meteors when they enter the Earth's atmosphere. The International Meteor Organization also coordinates and promotes public observing campaigns for major meteor showers, such as the Perseids, Leonids, and Geminids. These campaigns provide opportunities for amateur astronomers and the general public to observe and learn about meteors and contribute their observations to the organization's database. One police officer located in England said that they investigated one of these strange objects and noted that their team couldn't explain what it was. They posted photographs to social media in order to try and better understand what it was that they had witnessed, but said that all this did was cause more confusion. What's strange about these sightings is that when they are investigated by law enforcement, they never seem to be able to find any signs of wreckage or proof that the object had been above the area. The Kelowna International Airport said that they were aware of the object, but said that they were confused as to what it was and that they had no instrumentation that was able to track it. Despite the high number of reported sightings each year, the majority of these sightings are not investigated in detail, and few are able to be definitively explained. This has led to ongoing debates about the nature and origin of mysterious sightings. These mysterious objects continue to capture our imagination, and the topic has always been a source of fascination for many people. One of the biggest reasons why these strange objects interest us is the mystery surrounding them. They are often seen as strange, and the objects that are sighted often defy explanation, which makes them intriguing. Many people believe that these strange aircrafts are evidence of advanced life forms, which would be a groundbreaking discovery if proven true. The idea of contact with intelligent beings from other planets is an exciting prospect that captivates the imagination. These sightings and encounters have often been linked to government officials, which adds another layer of intrigue to the phenomenon. Overall, these mysterious aircrafts interest us because they represent an unknown and potentially significant discovery that could have far-reaching implications for our understanding of the universe and our place in it. As of right now, people continue to report these strange burning objects in the sky, and even when investigated by officials in the area, it seems that we get no closer to understanding what they are and where they came from. The United States government has investigated mysterious aircrafts on multiple occasions. One of the most well-known investigations conducted by the US government happened from 1952 to 1969. During this investigation, the Air Force looked into over 12,000 reported sightings, and the majority of these were explained as natural phenomena or misidentifications of aircraft, balloons, or other objects. However, there were several sightings that could not be explained and were labeled as unidentified. In a captivating story that has been circulating on various social media platforms, there is an account of a team of fishermen who fixed a camera to a shark's fin, leading to an unexpected revelation. The fishermen, intrigued by the underwater realm, decided to equip a shark with a camera to gain unique insights into the marine world. The fishermen stated that their initial motivation for doing this was rooted in their desire to get a glimpse into the mysterious realm below the ocean's surface. They believed that attaching a camera to the shark would provide them with a unique perspective on the shark's exploration of uncharted waters. This decision was driven by their curiosity and fascination with the secrets hidden beneath the waves. By equipping the shark with a camera, they hoped to witness firsthand the captivating journey of the shark as it ventured into unfamiliar territories. As the passage of time unfolded, the fishermen were filled with anticipation, eagerly anticipating the reappearance of their subaquatic explorer. Eventually, to their delight, it emerged from the depths, its streamlined silhouette piercing through the water's surface in a moment of triumph. Upon recovering the camera attached to the shark's fin, their anticipation grew as they eagerly awaited to uncover the contents it had recorded. Upon reviewing the recordings obtained from the camera, a sense of astonishment swept over them, manifesting in the widening of their eyes, unable to believe what they were witnessing. On the display in front of them appeared an extraordinary being that defied all familiarity, a being with a striking resemblance to a mermaid. The creature's presence was unlike anything they had seen before. Upon initial inspection, observers initially speculated that the unfamiliar aquatic creature in question might have been a dolphin due to its general shape. However, upon further examination, it became apparent that this assumption was incorrect. The creature's tail was notably broader than that of a typical dolphin, leading the observers to rule out the possibility of it being a dolphin. Moreover, upon closer scrutiny, the overall body structure of the mysterious sea creature bore a closer resemblance to that of a human. The mysterious creature made a fleeting appearance, visible only in 3 frames, prompting the observers to speculate that it must have been moving swiftly through the water. Following the online posting of the images, surprisingly, individuals began recounting their personal experiences involving purported encounters with sirens. During a conversation, an individual engaged in a discussion with her father regarding the mysterious aspects of the oceans, stating that they got on the topic of cryptids. These are creatures that are rumored to exist, but have yet to be scientifically proven. Her father was employed by the United States Navy, and as time passed, he began sharing intriguing details about the mysterious occurrences they had encountered during his service. This disclosure shed light on a realm of secrecy and intrigue previously unknown to his family. The father elaborated extensively on the mysterious nature of the ocean, recounting his experiences of being surrounded by an eerie atmosphere while venturing into its depths. In the heart of the ocean, he encountered perplexing phenomena that left him unsettled. Among these encounters, he frequently mentioned the inexplicable sounds of whistles and voices that seemed to emanate from the unknown depths. Even to this day, he remains puzzled by these occurrences, unable to offer a rational explanation for the unsettling auditory experiences. The daughter proceeded to mention that her father journeyed to the Philippines, where he encountered and became acquainted with various local legends that were shared with him during his time there. Exploring the rich cultural tapestry of the region, he immersed himself in the stories and traditions that have been passed down through generations. As per accounts, he engaged in a conversation with a woman from the area who proceeded to narrate her experience of an encounter with a mysterious aquatic creature. The tale unfolded when she was exploring the waters, and to her surprise, she stumbled upon a being unlike any she had ever seen before. In the detailed account provided, she depicted the entity as measuring 7 feet in length. It was characterized by a pair of sizable black eyes, hands with prominent webbing and sharp claws, a humanoid form, and a countenance that bore a striking resemblance to that of a demon. This vivid description not only highlighted the physical attributes of the creature, but also delved into its eerie and formidable appearance. Upon her return home on a boat, an unusual incident transpired. A sudden, resounding noise caught her attention, indicating a collision with an unknown object. It wasn't an uncommon occurrence for her to encounter marine litter or drifting debris in the ocean. However, upon investigating the source of the disturbance, she was startled by the sight of 2 large black eyes meeting hers. The unexpected encounter prompted her to release a piercing scream, filled with fear and uncertainty, before swiftly retreating from the scene, unwilling to linger in the presence of the mysterious creature. The unsettling experience left her pondering the mysteries that lie beneath the surface of the vast ocean, where the unknown and unexpected could lurk, waiting to surprise those who sail its waters. The father found himself deeply intrigued by the captivating story, struggling to comprehend the experiences described by the mysterious woman. This led him to embark on a quest for answers, delving into the realm of myths and legends surrounding these mysterious creatures. When he inquired about these beings, he was met with unexpected reactions. Instead of being ridiculed, he encountered resistance, with people discouraging his pursuit of such inquiries. Rather than dissuade him, This only fueled his curiosity, propelling him into conducting his own thorough investigations. Although he refrained from pursuing this interest in his professional life, he devoted a significant amount of personal time to unraveling the mysteries surrounding aquatic humanoids. Convinced by the tales he encountered during his research, he began entertaining the possibility of these creatures' existence. When his daughter probed whether the Navy could be informed about these phenomena, he paused, reflecting on the intricate workings of military divisions. He pondered about the likelihood of the Navy investigating unexplained phenomena, including unidentified objects and peculiar occurrences in the maritime domain. For centuries, sailors and seafarers have regaled tales of captivating creatures that dwell beneath the waves, the mermaids. Often dismissed as mere myths and legends, these enchanting beings have captured the imaginations of countless individuals across cultures and continents. The lore of mermaids dates back to ancient times, with stories of half-human, half-fish creatures found in the mythologies of cultures around the world. From the sirens of Greek mythology to the Ningyo of Japanese folklore, mermaid-like beings have been depicted in art, literature, and oral traditions for millennia. But it is not just in ancient myths and legends that mermaids have been sighted. Throughout history, there have been numerous documented accounts of encounters with these mysterious beings, particularly by sailors and fishermen who spend their lives on the open seas. Despite advances in science and technology, reports of mermaid sightings continue to surface in modern times. These encounters often occur in remote coastal areas or isolated islands, where human activity is minimal and the ocean's depths remain largely unexplored. Witnesses describe seeing humanoid figures with fish-like tails swimming gracefully through the water, their long hair flowing behind them as they glide effortlessly through the waves. Some accounts even speak of interactions with mermaids, including exchanges of gestures or vocalizations that suggest communication between humans and these mysterious beings. Despite advances in marine exploration and technology, the majority of Earth's oceans remain a frontier waiting to be explored. Only a fraction of the ocean floor has been mapped and studied in detail, leaving vast areas shrouded in mystery and uncertainty. These uncharted regions, characterized by deep-sea trenches, underwater mountains, and remote abyssal plains, offer potential habitats for undiscovered marine life forms, including those that may resemble the mythical mermaids. In the absence of comprehensive exploration, it is conceivable that mermaids could exist undetected in these remote and inaccessible environments. The ocean is home to an astonishing array of life forms, from microscopic plankton to massive whales. Many of these organisms have evolved to thrive in extreme and inhospitable environments, adapting to the pressures of deep-sea darkness, extreme temperatures, and crushing pressures. In light of these adaptations, it is not implausible to imagine that mermaids, if they exist, have similarly adapted to their underwater habitat. Their humanoid form may have evolved to withstand the challenges of oceanic life, including the ability to breathe underwater, navigate ocean currents, and communicate through complex vocalizations. Throughout history, new species of marine life have been discovered in the ocean's depths, challenging our understanding of marine biodiversity and evolution. From the bizarre anglerfish with its bioluminescent lure to the elusive giant squid lurking in the abyssal depths, the ocean is teeming with cryptic and mysterious creatures waiting to be discovered. In this context, the existence of mermaids as real and genuine beings is not entirely out of the realm of possibility. While evidence for their existence remains anecdotal and speculative, the discovery of new species and the exploration of uncharted ocean depths offer tantalizing opportunities for further investigation into the existence of mermaids. As of right now, the theoretical existence of mermaids as real and genuine beings is a compelling subject that raises intriguing questions about the unexplored depths of the ocean. While evidence for their existence remains elusive, the vastness of uncharted marine environments and the adaptability of marine life forms offer a plausible basis for further exploration and investigation. One individual shared a mysterious video online while trying to capture lightning. The person in question had grabbed a camera, hoping to capture the beauty of the night sky. As they gazed upwards, the camera's lens focused on the celestial panorama, recording the subtle movements of the stars and planets against the backdrop of the cosmos. Suddenly, a flash of light streaked across the sky, catching their attention. The individual couldn't explain what they were looking at, describing it as a luminous energy beam descending from the sky and striking the ground. The camera captured every detail, from the initial burst of energy to the mesmerizing movement as it cascaded across the landscape below. In that fleeting moment, the individual became an unwitting witness to a phenomenon rarely seen by human eyes, a celestial spectacle that defied explanation. One possible explanation is that the energy beam was the result of a meteorite or space debris entering Earth's atmosphere, creating a brief but intense burst of light upon impact. However, one meteorologist by the name of Dr. Robinson stated that this wasn't a meteorite, adding that it didn't display the typical characteristic you would see in a normal meteorite pass over. Alternatively, skeptics suggested that it could have been a rare atmospheric phenomenon, such as ball lightning or a sprite, an electrical discharge occurring high above the Earth's surface. Again, others said that this wasn't the case and that the object wasn't natural. Another intriguing possibility is that the energy beam was of artificial origin, the product of advanced technology. The accidental capture of an energy beam in the sky raises profound questions about where this technology is coming from. Others said that something may have been taken out in the sky, adding that these energy beams are used by the military. Unlike conventional munitions, which rely on physical projectiles, directed energy weapons deliver focused energy beams that can travel at the speed of light, enabling near-instantaneous targeting and engagement of enemy assets. Based on statements from military officials, it has been confirmed that energy beams, commonly referred to as energy weapons, are indeed real. These sophisticated weapons function by harnessing and concentrating electromagnetic energy, which is then directed towards a specific target. The concept behind these weapons revolves around the principle of delivering highly focused energy to inflict damage or incapacitate the intended subject. Unlike conventional kinetic weapons that depend on physical projectiles, this innovative arsenal utilizes directed energy beams, which possess the remarkable characteristic of being able to travel at the speed of light, ensuring near-instantaneous engagement with targets. These advanced weapons emit concentrated bursts of energy, allowing for superior precision and effectiveness. Energy weapons have a wide array of uses in multiple fields, encompassing the military, space exploration, and civilian applications. These advanced weaponry systems have the potential to significantly impact various industries and sectors. In the domain of military operations, these technologies offer numerous benefits that contribute to strategic advantages. They include precise targeting capabilities, minimizing unintended harm to civilians or infrastructure, and a seemingly infinite ammunition supply. These advantages stem from their reliance on energy sources such as electricity, negating the need for traditional physical munitions. This may seem like a plot straight out of a Hollywood movie, but it is indeed a reality that the United States Department of Defense allocates an astonishing sum of more than $1 billion every year towards the advancement and research of directed energy weapons, also known as concentrated electromagnetic energy weapons. Directed energy weapons have been a subject of great fascination and conjecture in the field of military technology for quite a while. These cutting-edge weapon systems operate by harnessing and redirecting intense beams of energy, and their emergence has the capacity to completely transform the landscape of warfare and modify the very essence of conflict. Throughout history, numerous significant advancements have revolutionized the art of warfare, from the introduction of gunpowder to the development of nuclear weapons. These advanced and state-of-the-art weaponry systems, incorporating the utilization and direction of potent laser beams, have the potential to bring about a profound revolution in the landscape of warfare and fundamentally alter the complexities of armed conflicts. The Pacific Fleet of the United States Navy has recently shared an important update regarding a groundbreaking high-energy laser weapon. This advanced weapon system has undergone successful testing and has shown remarkable capabilities in neutralizing airborne aircraft. The laser weapon proves to be highly effective in rendering aircraft ineffective and inoperative during flight. This remarkable progression highlights the unwavering commitment of the Navy to bolstering their defenses. The laser's remarkable capability and exceptional accuracy make it an unprecedented breakthrough in military advancements and strategies for safeguarding against aircraft threats. In a recent update released by the Navy, it has been disclosed that the USS Portland, a groundbreaking vessel with a primary focus on amphibious transportation, has accomplished a remarkable feat by successfully utilizing a state-of-the-art solid-state laser system to disable an unmanned aerial drone. This achievement marks a significant milestone for naval warfare and highlights the Navy's commitment to embracing innovative technologies in combat. The Navy has graciously provided a wide-ranging assortment of visually captivating images and videos, which serve as compelling and vivid demonstrations of the seamless incorporation and effective utilization of this groundbreaking technology. The visual representation portrays a formidable military vessel, emitting a highly intense laser beam from its outer surface. This striking image captures the sheer power and advanced technology employed by the vessel. The Navy recently conducted a comprehensive and in-depth test of the laser weapons system demonstrator in the expansive Pacific Ocean. This state-of-the-art technology was put through its paces, demonstrating its capabilities in a vast and challenging environment. The exact site where the test occurred has purposely been withheld to maintain confidentiality. This decision was made to ensure the security and integrity of the information. In a highly comprehensive report released in 2018, the International Institute for Strategic Studies provided a detailed analysis of a specific weapon, although they chose not to explicitly disclose its exact power. This in-depth study aimed to enhance our understanding of the weapon's capabilities and its potential impact. Despite the incident, there were conjectures that emerged, indicating that the laser under consideration possessed the capability to reach an extraordinary level of power, reaching as high as 150 kilowatts. This speculation sparked discussions and debates about the immense strength and potential applications of such a laser. The primary objective of this report was to offer an extensive and in-depth examination of the topic, delving into the multiple facets and ramifications of this state-of-the-art innovation. The intention was to provide a comprehensive understanding by exploring the subject matter from various angles and shedding light on its diverse implications. According to Captain Carrie Sanders, who serves as the commanding officer of the USS Portland, he emphasizes the importance of conducting rigorous tests in maritime environments to comprehensively evaluate the solid-state laser weapons system demonstrator's efficacy in neutralizing unmanned aerial vehicles and small boats. The captain believes that such tests will provide invaluable and essential insights into the system's abilities to effectively counter potential threats. Directed energy weapons are based on the fundamental concept of channeling and concentrating energy, such as light, microwaves, or particles, towards a specific target with the aim of producing a specific outcome. Unlike conventional weapons that operate on the basis of the impact generated by projectiles, these weapons function by transmitting energy to the target, resulting in harm through various means like heat, disruption, or other mechanisms. These sophisticated weapons focus on the precise delivery of energy to achieve their objectives. By utilizing energy forms like light or microwaves, they can effectively engage targets with a high degree of accuracy and efficiency, minimizing collateral damage. Directed energy weapons possess a fundamental benefit in their capacity to project energy beams at the velocity of light, facilitating swift and near-instantaneous aiming and interaction with hostile resources. This rapid targeting characteristic provides a notable tactical edge, enabling prompt reactions to evolving dangers and fluid scenarios on the battlefield. The capability to utilize beams of energy at the speed of light sets these weapons apart, granting a significant advantage in addressing emerging threats and adapting to dynamic combat environments. High-energy lasers, also known as HELLs or high-power lasers, operate by harnessing stimulated emission to create concentrated beams of coherent light. These advanced laser systems primarily utilize solid-state, gas, or chemical technologies. HELLs are designed to emit intense energy beams with pinpoint accuracy, posing a significant threat to adversary assets like aircraft, missiles, and unmanned aerial vehicles by inflicting thermal damage. Microwave weapons, commonly referred to as radio frequency weapons, are devices that release electromagnetic radiation within the microwave frequency spectrum with the objective of interfering with or impairing electronic systems and sensors. These sophisticated weapons are designed to target the electronics and communication infrastructure of enemy forces, thereby rendering their assets ineffective or non-operational. By leveraging microwave technology, these weapons have the capability to disrupt critical enemy systems without causing physical harm to individuals or damaging infrastructure. Particle beam weapons, are advanced technologies that harness the power of accelerated particles like electrons or ions to generate tightly focused energy beams possessing significant kinetic energy. This unique weaponry is designed to effectively target and penetrate armor, as well as various protective barriers, rendering it particularly potent against heavily fortified adversaries, including armored vehicles and reinforced structures. By leveraging the high velocity and concentrated impact of these energized particles, particle beam weapons have demonstrated exceptional efficacy in combat scenarios where traditional armaments may fall short. Directed energy weapons' efficacy hinges on various elements, encompassing power generation, beam precision, atmosphere circumstances, and target attributes. Attaining peak efficiency demands tackling obstacles like beam weakening, atmospheric absorption, and thermal blooming, all of which have the potential to diminish the energy beam's strength and consistency significantly. To optimize their performance, directed energy weapons must navigate through a complex interplay of factors, ensuring that the delivered energy remains resilient against attenuation, absorption by the atmosphere, and the disruptive effects of thermal blooming. Power demands pose a critical factor when it comes to directed energy weapons, necessitating substantial electrical power to create and maintain high-energy beams. The evolution of power generation and storage mechanisms has played a pivotal role in enhancing these weapons systems by introducing compact and effective solutions like laser diodes and capacitors with enhanced storage capacities. In the realm of directed energy weapons, the ability to generate and sustain high-energy beams significantly relies on advanced technologies that can efficiently handle the power requirements. The incorporation of directed energy weapons into current military equipment like ships, aircraft, and land vehicles demands meticulous attention to factors such as size, weight, and power limitations. The advancement of miniaturization techniques and modular design concepts has facilitated the seamless integration of directed energy weapons systems across various platforms, thus augmenting the operational adaptability and strategic utility of these platforms. This evolution in technology has not only expanded the operational capabilities of existing military assets, but has also significantly diversified their tactical applications, showcasing advancements in both efficiency and effectiveness. These weapons stand as a groundbreaking technology that has the capacity to revolutionize and alter the landscape of warfare in the foreseeable future. The utilization of concentrated energy beams empowers to deliver unparalleled swiftness, accuracy, and adaptability in confronting and eliminating adversaries. This cutting-edge weaponry not only enhances operational efficiency, but also introduces a paradigm shift in military tactics and strategies by providing new dimensions of engagement and countermeasure capabilities. Directed energy weapons represent a cutting-edge technology that requires a thorough understanding of its underlying principles, components, and operational considerations. Ever since the launch of the Perseverance rover, numerous online users have reported sightings of enigmatic artifacts on the Martian surface. Among the most recent discoveries is an image that sparked intrigue within online communities dedicated to investigating unusual phenomena on Mars. This particular image prompted considerable discussion, with many observers noting the striking resemblance of the object to mushrooms or mold growing on a rock. Some individuals claimed that the fungus-like growth had appeared on the Martian surface in a matter of days, expressing unease towards this peculiar feature. Furthermore, certain members speculated on the long-standing debate regarding NASA's alleged documentation of life on Mars over the years, pointing out a perceived lack of extensive scrutiny of such photographic evidence provided by the agency. The discourse surrounding these observations continues to fuel speculation and curiosity among those closely following developments on Mars. Dr. Regina Das, from the Department of Microbiology at the School of Life Sciences in India, has expressed intriguing observations regarding certain photographs. According to her, the sedimentary formations captured in the images exhibit unique characteristics such as mushroom-like shapes, distinct stems, stalks, and what appears to be spores spread across the surrounding terrain. She highlighted the rarity of these features, emphasizing that terrestrial forces, whether geological or otherwise, are incapable of generating such diverse sedimentary structures in significant numbers. Notably, NASA documented 15 distinct specimens sprouting from the ground within a remarkably short span of just 3 days. These findings have raised questions about the origin and formation of these peculiar structures, prompting further investigation and analysis to unravel the mysteries surrounding them. The assertion triggered a surge in interest in the photographs, prompting numerous individuals to speculate whether this could potentially serve as definitive evidence of the existence of life on Mars. To conduct a comprehensive study, scientists would have to physically witness and classify microorganisms or any microbial entities residing in the soil, rocks, or beneath the Martian surface. This extensive process might entail deploying automated rovers or landers, outfitted with advanced tools, designed to pinpoint indications of microbial life, like metabolic functions or organic elements. Examining these samples with meticulous detail is crucial to enriching our understanding of potential microbial existence on Mars. In-depth analyses conducted through such means contribute significantly to enhancing our knowledge of the possibility of life beyond Earth in alien environments like Mars. Given this situation, a proposition has been put forth suggesting that NASA should direct the Mars rover to investigate this specific rock, collect samples from it, and conduct analyses to detect potential indications of life forms. The rationale behind this proposal lies in the belief that the rock in question might hold crucial clues that could shed light on the presence of life beyond Earth. Researchers are required to detect and examine organic molecules, which are compounds comprising carbon and other vital elements for life that serve as indicators of biological processes. This task may encompass scrutinizing samples of Martian soil, rocks, or even atmospheric gases to determine the existence of amino acids, lipids, sugars, or various other biomolecules. The analysis of these substances is crucial for gaining insights into potential biological activity on Mars and understanding the fundamental building blocks necessary to sustain life forms on the red planet. Researchers interested in exploring potential signs of biological existence on Mars may conduct investigations targeting metabolic activities linked to living organisms like respiration, photosynthesis, and methane generation. The utilization of sophisticated tools capable of identifying various gases, including oxygen, methane, and other metabolic residues, could serve as crucial indicators pointing towards ongoing biological processes on the red planet. This approach not only facilitates the detection of potential life forms, but also offers insights into the dynamic biological functions that could be occurring on Mars, shedding light on the possibility of life. The preserved remnants of ancient life on Mars, like microbial mats, stromatolites, or microbial fossils, hold significant potential as crucial indicators of historical biological processes on the planet. In upcoming exploratory endeavors, there is a likelihood of launching missions specifically aimed at retrieving samples from Mars for detailed examination. These missions would focus on gathering and scrutinizing Martian rocks and sedimentary formations in order to ascertain the presence of fossilized remains or other distinct markers of past life. In a comprehensive exploration of the topic, Dr. Edwin Kite, a planetary geoscientist affiliated with the University of Chicago, expressed their stance by saying that they would take away their license as a biologist, especially those specialized in microbiology. They are of the belief that the features are caused by wind erosion. The mysteries of the Dogman have long captured the imaginations of cryptozoologists, folklore enthusiasts, and thrill-seekers alike. Emerging from the shadows of myth and legend, the Dogman is a cryptid creature said to roam remote forests, rural landscapes, and forgotten corners of the world. With its eerie blend of canine and humanoid features, the Dogman embodies the uncanny and the unknown, challenging our understanding of the natural world and igniting debates about its existence. Photographs featuring dogmen are a rare occurrence, and even in the infrequent instances where they are shared, they tend to be of low quality, often appearing blurry and making it challenging to discern the details captured in the images. The scarcity of clear and well-defined photographs depicting dogmen contributes to the mystery of the creature. The image in question has been shared in a community devoted to cryptids and has garnered significant attention. Observers are quick to classify it as the most distinct depiction of a dogman captured to date. The photograph has sparked intense discussions within the group, with many members debating its authenticity and implications. The person who shared this information mentioned that his motion sensor camera documented a perplexing being in the eastern region of Pennsylvania. The motion-activated trail camera sprung into action, its advanced sensors swiftly identifying the mysterious trespasser that had entered its field of view. The visual depiction that manifested on the viewing screen of the camera presented a sight that diverged significantly from any previous encounters the gentleman had experienced. In the gentle radiance of the sunlight, the distinct figure of the creature known as the Dogman emerged. The creature's fur presented itself in a deep, tangled shade, resembling a daunting shadow against the backdrop. Its sharp claws, honed to perfection, gleamed under the gentle touch of sunlight. The man emphasized that despite the blurred quality of the photograph, it is evident that the creature in the image is depicted with its mouth agape. After the man shared the photograph of the mysterious creature known as the Dogman on various social media platforms, the news of this intriguing trail camera image rapidly gained widespread attention, captivating the online community. Subsequently, the image swiftly made its way to numerous other online groups dedicated to delving into the realm of unexplained and mysterious creatures. The viral spread of this photograph sparked intense discussions and speculations about what the image showed. The creature, known as the Dogman, has captivated society for numerous years, intriguing individuals with its mysterious presence. A dedicated enthusiast shared their extensive involvement in examining photographs and reports spanning over an extended period. They expressed that the particular image under discussion is distinguished as one of the most distinct and vivid depictions ever shared within the realm of Dogman Encounters. Even individuals within the skeptical faction of the community acknowledged that this particular photograph couldn't be easily disregarded as an optical illusion or a mere misunderstanding of what was captured. They emphasized the significance of such evidence in persuading individuals of the authenticity of this elusive creature. The detailed analysis of the photograph by experts and enthusiasts alike revealed compelling aspects that challenged initial doubts. This visual depiction stood out not only for its clarity and authenticity, but also for the intricate details that supported its credibility. In the midst of skepticism and doubt surrounding the authenticity of the photograph, one individual remained resolute in his belief that it was indeed real. He employed a pseudonym to ensure anonymity, expressing concerns about potential repercussions considering his employment at a university. The choice of a false identity was made to prevent the comment from being attributed to him in his professional capacity. The individual identifying as Dr. Harrison mentioned that the observed entity aligns closely with numerous features commonly described by witnesses. Furthermore, he specifically noted that its anatomical structure appears accurate. Dr. Harrison conveyed that the entity in question bears a striking resemblance to the reported characteristics and emphasized the accuracy of its anatomical details. The image captured by the trail camera represented a significant milestone for him, a doorway to an intriguing realm filled with enigmatic experiences and awe-inspiring discoveries. The present moment doesn't offer a significant amount of additional details related to the photograph. However, proponents have emphasized the necessity of intensifying the search for the elusive creature. They argue that investigating Dogman sightings could potentially shed light on historical accounts of werewolves that have been documented for centuries. This exploration of Dogman encounters might provide insight into the basis for past claims of witnessing werewolf-like beings throughout history. Embarking on this path signifies progress towards conclusively establishing the existence of this entity. It represents a significant stride towards verifying the reality of this mysterious being in a thorough and detailed manner. The depictions of the Dogman monster frequently merge with historical superstitious accounts and European folklore concerning creatures resembling werewolves. The Dogman is typically portrayed as towering between 7 to 10 feet tall, with digitigrade legs, a wolf-like head, and a muscular humanoid body. These descriptions draw parallels to ancient beliefs and myths, hinting at a mysterious being that straddles the line between the natural and supernatural realms. In the realm of cryptid encounters, the Dogman is frequently associated with Sasquatch-like beings. However, their behaviors starkly differentiate them. In numerous accounts involving the Dogman, it displays heightened aggression, exhibiting tendencies to pursue and assault vehicles, individuals, animals, and livestock. This stark contrast is evident when juxtaposed with the more passive demeanor typically observed in reported encounters with Sasquatch-like entities. The Dogman's propensity for aggressive behavior sets it apart from the generally peaceful nature attributed to Sasquatch-like beings. These distinct behavioral patterns contribute to a clearer understanding of the differences between these cryptid entities. The Dogman seems to have a tendency to focus its attention on children rather than adults, as numerous reports of encounters with these creatures occur in close proximity to schools, parks, playgrounds, and residential areas adjacent to wilderness regions, national parks, and undeveloped landscapes. This preference for targeting children is evident in the frequent sightings near locations where children commonly gather, indicating a potential interest or attraction towards younger individuals. In the year 1887, an intriguing account surfaced, marking the earliest known encounter with the Dogman in America within the woodland expanse of Wexford County, nestled in the state of Michigan, as recounted by two esteemed members of the local community. Wexford County was home to expansive lumber camps, famously dubbed the Northern Lumber Camps, pivotal in providing employment for the majority of the nearby populace. Following a strenuous day's toil, two lumberjacks espied a sizable wolf skulking at the fringes of the camps, closely inspecting the surrounding machinery. Alarmed at the prospect of a potential attack on an isolated worker, the two men endeavored to drive the wolf away, pursuing it further into the woods until it sought refuge inside a hollow log. Contemplating whether to leave the creature undisturbed, given its evident fear of them surpassing their own apprehension, one of the lumberjacks faced a moral dilemma. Expansively detailing the inception of the historic narrative surrounding the Dogman, this tale immerses us in the ambience of late 19th century Michigan, where the confluence of industrial progress and untamed wilderness provided a backdrop for this riveting encounter. Delving into the intricacies of daily life at the bustling lumber camps, the account evokes a vivid image of the symbiotic relationship between man and nature, intertwined with a sense of curiosity and respect for the mysterious, wolf-like creature that roamed the peripheries of human habitation. The labyrinthine pursuit through the forest, culminating in a standoff at the threshold of a hollow log, serves as a poignant reflection of the delicate balance between dominance and deference in the realm of the untamed. In the given scenario, one of the men expressed the viewpoint that the most prudent course of action would be to eliminate the wolf entirely due to the imminent danger posed by its presence near the camps. This concern stemmed from the close proximity of the camps and the vulnerability of workers who occasionally ventured outside the safety of the camp while consuming alcoholic beverages, thus potentially making themselves easy targets for the wolf. Consequently, a consensus was reached among the men to coax the wolf out of its hiding spot within the log and drive it as far away as possible to avert any chances of its return. To execute this plan, one of the men took hold of a lengthy branch and skillfully prodded the wolf, compelling it to emerge from the log's opposite end. This strategic decision and swift action were aimed at ensuring the safety of the workers and preventing any potential harm that the wolf could inflict if left unchecked in the vicinity of the camps. In an unusual turn of events, when the wolf was eventually coerced out of the hollow log, an eerie howl pierced the air, causing the animal to halt abruptly, refusing to flee any farther. Instead, it defiantly growled at the men, all the while emitting chilling screams that sent shivers down their spines. Drawing closer, the lumberjacks yelled in an attempt to intimidate the creature into retreat, but to their astonishment, the wolf convulsed and rose onto its hind legs. It was then that the men made a startling observation. The creature bore an uncanny resemblance to a man, albeit cloaked in fur, with digitigrade legs and a rapidly increasing stature. Gripped by terror, the two men fled in panic from the transformed beast, abandoning their work at the northern lumber camp in a hasty retreat. Subsequently, they relayed the harrowing encounter to all who would listen, recounting the spine-chilling episode in vivid detail. In the beginning, the fellow woodcutters and supervisors at the camp were skeptical of the tale, dismissing it as a mere prank concocted by dissatisfied workers unhappy with their wages and job conditions. Over time, however, the initial accounts provided by the two men gained credibility as more lumberjacks came forward, attesting to having glimpsed the mysterious being while being alone outdoors. Even today, the folklore of Wexford County persists, asserting that this mysterious creature is sporadically spotted once every decade. The enduring legends suggest a profound impact on those within the lumber community, sparking curiosity, awe, and a touch of fear when retelling these eerie encounters in the dense forest settings. These sightings contribute to the rich tapestry of local lore, evoking both wonder and trepidation among those familiar with the enduring myths that have woven their way into the fabric of the region's history and culture. The Wexford legend, a tale deeply rooted in Michigan's folklore, gained its initial mention in the renowned tourist guidebook Traveling Michigan's Sunset Coast. The narrative unfolds with an intricate portrayal in the guidebook, encapsulating the essence of the legend within 2 eloquent paragraphs. Upon meticulous investigation, the absence of any substantiated evidence regarding an encounter in 1857 has been revealed. Further exploration into this matter has exposed that the widely referenced 1857 incident is either depicted in such ambiguous terms that render it impervious to research scrutiny, or it is simply a recounting of the well-documented 1887 episode found in the Traveling Michigan's Sunset Coast Travel Guide. This discrepancy, to the best of available research, does not appear to be a deliberate act on the part of any documented entities. Rather, it seems to stem from an inadvertent publishing oversight that has been perpetuated and echoed by subsequent sources, leading to a distortion of facts due to a lack of thorough investigation. The mysterious 1987 encounter. In August 1987, the occupants of a modest wooden cottage reported an incident where their abode was reportedly assaulted during the night by a substantial creature they assumed to be a bear. With uncertainties lingering about the identity of the intruder and seeking vital information to present to insurance providers, the occupants promptly reached out to the Department of Natural Resources housed in the Baldwin, Michigan field office. Subsequently, after a considerable wait time, a team of investigators dispatched from the field office made their way to the location, expressing a keen interest in scrutinizing the extent of the damage to validate the alleged animal incursion. Despite the initial belief of the owners pointing to a bear as the likely culprit, a meticulous examination of the evidence conducted by the game warden revealed that the markings left behind did not align with typical bear behavior, suggesting a different perpetrator altogether. The investigation conducted by the Department of Natural Resources revealed intriguing evidence at the cabin site. The markings found, described as tracks and claw impressions, closely resembled those typically attributed to a very large canine species. In the vicinity of the cabin and along the muddy paths nearby, distinct foot imprints resembling those of a large dog were visible. Notably, on the cabin's windows were prints of equally substantial muddy paws, reaching heights of up to 7 feet. Moreover, various parts of the cabin's roof displayed signs of muddy footprints. A detailed inspection exposed damage to the window frames and doorway, indicating efforts by an unknown animal to access the cabin during the night, an unusual behavior for wolves in the area. Furthermore, certain areas of the discovered footprints extended beyond 7 feet, suggesting that the creature may have momentarily walked upright on its hind legs, reaching a height exceeding 7 feet when fully upright. An official statement regarding this occurrence is documented as follows. Upon detailed examination, the investigation revealed that the structural harm to the cabin had been caused by a notably sizable canine. The evidence suggested that the creature had gnawed through the wooden framework of the structure and the door screening in its endeavor to enter the cabin. Law enforcement officials detected substantial dog tracks all around the cabin, paw imprints on the windows, and profound indentations created by a dog's teeth in the wood surrounding the door and window areas. Upon closer inspection, it was deduced that the destruction was not attributable to an ordinary dog, but rather one of significant size, with the ability to stand upright and reach up to 7 feet at the higher window levels. The extent of the damage indicated that the culprit was not an average-sized dog, pointing towards a substantially large and formidable animal being responsible for the incident. The news of the cabin's demolition by a massive canine spread swiftly to the neighboring town, prompting numerous locals to trek up to the cabin to witness the aftermath firsthand. Residents, as well as experienced hunters and guides from the area, corroborated the assertion that the footprints and the ferocious assault were likely the work of a sizable dog or wolf, pointing out that the claw marks did not match those typically left by a bear. Some skilled hunters volunteered to track down the mysterious creature on behalf of the cabin owners, while others speculated that an ancient dire wolf might be the perpetrator. The community was abuzz with theories and speculations about the true identity and nature of the beast, responsible for the havoc wrought upon the cabin, igniting a sense of intrigue and apprehension in the area. The Amazon jungle, often referred to as the lungs of the earth, is one of the most biodiverse and enigmatic regions on our planet. Spanning over 6.7 million square kilometers across 9 South American countries, the Amazon rainforest is a vast expanse of dense vegetation, towering trees, and winding rivers, teeming with life and shrouded in mystery. For centuries, the Amazon jungle has captured the imagination of explorers, scientists, and adventurers who have been drawn to its remote and unexplored depths in search of hidden secrets and ancient mysteries. This unusual image was shared on a social networking platform by a resident residing in proximity to the Amazon rainforest. He portrayed himself as an experienced photographer and explorer, emphasizing that he had delved extensively into the heart of the Amazon rainforest, seeking compelling narratives to immortalize through his camera. His self-description included a wealth of experiences, documenting the intricate beauty and challenges of this vast and biodiverse ecosystem. Many years ago, he mentioned that he came across information about the wildfires causing destruction in the area and felt a strong urge to capture the aftermath to shed light on the environmental catastrophe. This led him to embark on a mission to highlight the significant impact of the wildfires, aiming to draw attention to the extensive environmental damage that ensued. As the individual continued his journey further into the untamed expanse of nature, he eventually arrived at a vantage point that offered panoramic views of the surrounding landscape. Contemplating the scenic beauty before him, he made a conscious decision that this particular location held immense photographic potential. From the dense foliage of the jungle emerged a colossal pyramid-like structure, towering majestically against the backdrop of nature's green canopy. As the man lifted his camera, he embarked on capturing the pyramid's grandeur, skillfully framing its impressive silhouette, juxtaposed with the lush greenery of the forest. As the sun descended in the late afternoon, it stretched shadows across the weathered surface of the ancient stones, revealing detailed carvings and glyphs that decorated its weathered facade. As he persisted in capturing images of the pyramid, an overwhelming sense of awe and amazement enveloped him, refusing to dissipate. It seemed as though he had chanced upon a neglected artifact from a distant past, concealed profoundly within the core of the Amazon rainforest. The sheer grandeur and mystique of the ancient structure left him spellbound, as if time had stood still in that mystical place where nature's secrets intertwined with remnants of a civilization long gone. In recent times, there has been a significant shift in the exploration of the Amazon rainforest by archaeologists and researchers. Surprisingly, only in the past few years have these professionals begun unraveling the mysteries concealed beneath the dense jungle canopy. As depicted in a photograph that captured widespread attention, it has come to light that a multitude of ancient settlements are scattered across the Amazon region, sparking curiosity and awe among observers. Numerous fresh archaeological locations unearthed under forest canopies. Beneath the lush forests of the Bolivian Amazon, archaeologists have unearthed remarkable pyramids and canals that were constructed by a long-lost ancient civilization. The intriguing aspect of this photograph is that numerous observers have pointed out its resemblance to the Paratuari region. Nestled deep within the Amazon rainforest, Paratuari is a remote and mysterious enclave that has captured the imagination of explorers, scientists, and adventurers for centuries. Located in the rugged terrain of southeastern Peru, Paratuari is surrounded by dense jungle, towering mountains, and winding rivers, making it one of the most inaccessible and least explored regions of the Amazon basin. In the 1960s, Paratuari came into the global spotlight following its revelation by Jean Savoy, an American explorer and archaeologist, during his extensive ventures in the Peruvian Amazon. Savoy's accounts depicted Paratuari as a secluded valley, obscured within the dense rainforest, where native communities resided amidst formidable mountains and dense, impenetrable woods. This discovery not only brought Paratuari to the forefront of exploration and archaeological interest, but also highlighted the rich cultural and natural significance of this hidden landscape. Paratuari possesses a captivating connection to ancient civilizations and vanished cities, making it a subject of great interest. Through local folklore and tangible archaeological findings, it is suggested that Paratuari might have been inhabited by a prosperous society that thrived many millennia ago. This civilization seemingly left remnants of their existence in the shape of ruins, artifacts, and sacred locations. The lore surrounding Paratuari hints at a rich historical tapestry where the past inhabitants might have thrived in this region, leaving behind a legacy that continues to intrigue researchers and enthusiasts alike. In 1963, a significant archaeological breakthrough occurred in Paratuari when Jean Savoy serendipitously encountered a collection of mysterious stone edifices concealed within the depths of the jungle. Referred to as the Pyramid of Paratuari, these structures comprised a complex arrangement of terraces, platforms, and stairways intricately sculpted from the natural rock formations. This astounding discovery prompted speculation among researchers, with some proposing that these structures might have functioned as sacred or ceremonial spaces for ancient societies. The intricate design and placement of these stone formations fueled inquiries into the rituals and practices of the civilizations that potentially inhabited this remote and enigmatic locale. The unearthing of the Pyramid of Paratuari ignited a surge of curiosity and enthusiasm among archaeologists, historians, and adventurers, drawing them to the area in a quest for more evidence of ancient cultures. The extensive excavations and meticulous surveys carried out in Paratuari unearthed a diverse array of artifacts, such as fragments of pottery, tools crafted from stone, and intricate carvings, offering intriguing insights into the enigmatic residents of the locality. This remarkable discovery not only captivated the attention of experts in various fields, but also triggered a deep-seated fascination with unraveling the secrets hidden within the ancient landscapes of Paratuari. In the enigmatic realm of Paratuari lies a puzzling enigma that continues to intrigue both historians and adventurers alike, a vast network of hidden subterranean passages and chambers intricately weaving their way beneath the land. As per indigenous folklore and reports from intrepid explorers, these subterranean labyrinths are speculated to have served a multiplicity of functions for the ancient populace of Paratuari. Paratuari is not only significant in terms of archaeology, but is also globally recognized for its diverse ecosystems and abundant biodiversity. The area boasts a wide range of both plant and animal species, comprising notably rare and endangered creatures like the majestic jaguar, the giant river otter, and the impressive harpy eagle. Its unspoiled forests, winding rivers, and expansive wetlands serve as critical habitats for these species, establishing Paratuari as a pivotal stronghold for the conservation of biodiversity within the Amazon basin. The intricate web of life found in Paratuari underscores its importance as a haven for unique flora and fauna, making it a key focal point for efforts aimed at preserving the rich ecological tapestry of the region. Paratuari, despite being situated in a remote area with difficult terrain, has garnered attention for both its mystique and controversy, attributed to its association with mysterious occurrences and theories. Numerous individuals engaged in research and exploration have reported encounters with peculiar illuminations, unfamiliar noises, and various inexplicable events within the confines of Paratuari. Such occurrences have sparked discussions and conjectures concerning the potential existence of extraterrestrial beings or concealed mysteries concealed deep within the dense jungle. This location, shrouded in mystery and speculation, continues to captivate the minds of those intrigued by the unexplained phenomena that have been linked to Paratuari. One of the most famous theories surrounding Paratuari is the legend of Paititi, a mythical lost city believed to be located somewhere within the region. According to popular lore, Paititi was a fabled city of gold and riches, hidden deep within the Amazon jungle and guarded by indigenous tribes and supernatural beings. Despite numerous expeditions and searches, the location of Paititi remains a mystery, fueling speculation and fascination among treasure hunters and adventurers. In recent times, a significant push has been underway to safeguard and uphold the distinctive cultural and environmental legacy of Paratuari by initiating conservation programs and sustainable development endeavors. These initiatives aim to not only protect, but also enhance the unique natural and cultural assets of Paratuari. The active participation of local indigenous communities plays a crucial role in the management and preservation of the resources in Paratowari, guaranteeing the sustainability and protection of its diverse biodiversity and cultural heritage for the benefit of forthcoming generations. Fishermen operating off the shores of Alaska made a significant discovery when they stumbled upon a suspicious object. The fishermen are planning to transfer this found balloon to the Federal Bureau of Investigation for further investigation. The group of professional fishermen is in the process of transporting the unattended item to the coastline for further examination, with the intention of conducting a detailed investigation at the Federal Bureau of Investigation laboratory located in Quantico, Virginia. In preparation for the upcoming weekend, the individuals are anticipated to deliver the balloon to authorities at the federal level. The revelation occurred slightly more than a year following the downing of a high-altitude surveillance balloon off the shoreline of South Carolina, subsequent to its journey across the United States. This incident shed light on the increasing concerns regarding airspace security and foreign surveillance activities within the country. At the present moment, there is a widespread sense of skepticism surrounding the latest update, with many individuals raising inquiries about the timing of this release. The timing of this recent disclosure has sparked curiosity and skepticism among researchers who have looked into this. Many individuals do not subscribe to the notion that the initial entity, which was identified and pursued as a balloon, actually constituted a UFO. This skepticism stems from the stark disparities in characteristics and behaviors exhibited by the two objects. A balloon typically follows predictable trajectories, while this object was observed by eyewitnesses who said that it definitely wasn't a balloon. One individual mentioned that the re-emergence of this narrative stemmed from a lack of belief among numerous individuals. The individual suggested that a fragment of the wreckage might be displayed to the public, potentially quelling further discussions on the matter. This action is anticipated to address skepticism and bring closure to the issue, as it has garnered significant attention due to its controversial nature. Some individuals reiterated the same sentiment, suggesting that this pattern repeats consistently whenever an unusual occurrence is discovered. Rather than providing an account with specific information regarding the event, they opt to construct their own version of events. This behavior implies a tendency to shape narratives without adhering closely to the actual incidents at hand. The discrepancy between the accounts of the original eyewitnesses and the officially disclosed information has led to speculation among amateur researchers that the encountered phenomenon may have been something different than what was reported. This divergence in narratives has sparked interest and raised questions regarding the accuracy and transparency of the information provided. The source of the most recent balloon remains uncertain, but according to a report from news outlets, federal law enforcement has identified significant evidence suggesting that it might be under foreign ownership. The lack of clarity surrounding the balloon's origin has raised concerns within the law enforcement community. After the controversial incident involving spy balloons that occurred last year, it was revealed that Beijing was managing an extensive surveillance system encompassing various aspects. In January, a balloon infiltrated the airspace of the United States, initially crossing over Alaska and later passing above a military installation in Montana, only to be intercepted and destroyed by an F-22 Raptor aircraft off the South Carolina coast. This incident highlights a breach in U.S. airspace security, showcasing the vulnerability of critical military installations to unconventional aerial threats. The Pentagon announced in June that it possessed intelligence collection capabilities, yet American authorities were unable to definitively verify whether China was engaged in real-time data gathering. The revelation sparked a strong reaction from Beijing, leading to their commitment to implementing retaliatory measures. This further intensified the already strained relationship, marked by contentious issues such as trade practices, tariffs, the Taiwan matter, human rights concerns, and China's associations with Russia. Officials have expressed dissatisfaction with President Joe Biden's delay in addressing the issue promptly. This incident led to a phase during which the military intercepted various unidentified objects. The criticism stemmed from concerns over the president's handling of the situation, with many questioning why action was not taken sooner. The previous occurrence compelled Secretary of State Antony Blinken to call off a scheduled visit to China, condemning it as an irresponsible act due to the escalating tensions. In June, the president expressed skepticism regarding the knowledge and awareness of the leadership, stating that they seemed unaware of the situation, its contents, and the ongoing events. He remarked that the situation appeared to be characterized more by embarrassment rather than intentional actions. This statement suggests a lack of clarity and understanding on the part of the leadership regarding the circumstances at hand and the events unfolding. In a press release issued on Saturday, NORAD, in conjunction with the Federal Aviation Administration, officially announced that the unidentified balloon had been under continuous surveillance by terrestrial radars until its departure from American airspace during the night. NORAD reported that their fighters intercepted a balloon in the airspace above Utah. Following a thorough assessment, they concluded that the balloon lacked maneuverability and posed no danger to the nation's security. In its assessment, the Federal Aviation Administration concluded that the balloon did not present any threat to the safety of air travel. Following a series of incidents involving the downing of unidentified objects in Alaska, the Yukon, and Lake Huron in February, a secret memo was presented to Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau, outlining the Canadian government's response to the Yukon incident on February 11th. The memo also mentioned that the US Air Force was in the process of full exploitation of the object shot down over Alaska's waters on February 10th, although it did not provide further details on the nature of this intelligence exploitation. Moreover, a few days later, reports surfaced indicating that the search for the wreckage of the downed object had been called off by the United States. The exact purpose and extent of the intelligence exploitation remain uncertain. The memorandum for the Prime Minister, which was obtained by the Canadian CTV news outlet from a source who filed a Freedom of Information Act request, has shed light on a significant incident involving an unidentified object over the Yukon. This memo, which has been independently verified by the news organization, provides crucial details regarding the handling of unidentified aerial phenomena by the North American Aerospace Defense Command. The North American Aerospace Defense Command employs a systematic approach to track and monitor all detected objects that cannot be immediately identified. Through a sequential numbering system, these objects are meticulously documented to ensure thorough analysis. The majority of these objects, upon further investigation, are found to be harmless and fail to meet the criteria for higher-level reporting or engagement. However, the memo highlights a particular UAP referred to as UAP-23, denoting it as the 23rd unidentified radar track recorded by the North American Aerospace Defense Command over North America during that specific time frame. It is noteworthy that this particular object, classified as a UAP, raised significant concerns as it was eventually intercepted and shot down. This in-depth disclosure not only emphasizes the rigorous tracking protocols implemented by the North American Aerospace Defense Command, but also underscores the unique nature of UAP-23 that warranted increased attention and decisive action. The comprehensive nature of this memo affords a detailed understanding of the incident, enabling a more enriched perspective on the complexities surrounding unidentified objects in our airspace. According to the memo, the US Air Force F-22 Raptor shot down an unidentified object on February 11th. The memo further states that the specific function, method of propulsion, or any association with a nation-state of this unidentified object remains unverified. Additionally, there is no information available regarding whether this object poses an armed threat or possesses intelligence collection capabilities. According to the memo, the Canadian Air Force was taking charge of the aviation search operation in an attempt to locate the crashed object. However, given the limited information available, there was a pessimistic outlook regarding the chances of actually finding it. The Canadian Air Force was fully dedicated to this search mission, utilizing their expertise and resources in an extensive effort to find out what these mysterious objects were. The memo highlighted a concerning issue regarding the possibility of indigenous hunters stumbling upon the object while on their caribou hunt. It further provided an explanation that, although Canadian Air Force CF-18 Hornets had been deployed to intercept the object, the F-22s were deemed to be in a more advantageous position, considering factors such as time, space, and the diminishing daylight. From the misty forests of the Pacific Northwest to the remote mountains of the Himalayas, tales of a mysterious and elusive creature known as Bigfoot have captured the imaginations of people around the world. Standing tall and shrouded in myth and mystery, Bigfoot, also known as Sasquatch, has become one of the most enduring and iconic figures in cryptozoology, the study of hidden or unknown animals. At its core, the allure of Bigfoot lies in its enigmatic nature, a creature that straddles the line between legend and reality, existing on the fringe of our collective consciousness. With its towering stature, shaggy fur, and elusive behavior, Bigfoot represents the unknown and the unexplored, tapping into our primal instincts and stirring our sense of wonder and curiosity about the natural world. Throughout the years, there have been a few reports that have leaked from military installations, mostly those around the 1970s. By far the most notable and the most credible is that of an encounter near Fort Lewis in the US. This is an Army military installation in Washington state, which is in the middle of a rather large wooded area. The year was 1978. A truck full of soldiers coming back from training exercises broke down at around 8 in the evening. Attempts were made to restart the engine, but nothing worked, so the platoon headed off to the base on foot to bring back a tow truck. They left one Edwin Godoy to guard the truck until the tow truck arrived. He was left because he was the one who had signed out the truck. After spending several solitary hours in the truck, Edwin found himself engulfed in boredom, eagerly awaiting the prospect of a more lively evening ahead. As the clock struck midnight, peculiar noises emanated from the depths of the forest, intersected by the road where Edwin was stationed. The mysterious sounds grew increasingly audible and nearer, instigating Edwin to take decisive action. Fearing the unknown, he exited the vehicle, equipping himself with both a rifle and a flashlight, prepared for whatever awaited him amidst the darkness of the enigmatic woods. The tension in the air heightened as Edwin braced himself for a potentially perilous encounter, his senses alert and adrenaline coursing through his veins as he ventured closer to the noises. As he positioned himself in front of the truck, meticulously scanning the perimeters of the forest with his flashlight, his gaze captured a sudden movement of a sizable form directly ahead. What he saw was a towering, robust being cloaked entirely in fur, proceeding by swaying its body from side to side as it walked past the vehicle. This mysterious and imposing figure seemed to command attention with its sheer presence, evoking a sense of awe and intrigue in the observer. Upon directing his light towards the entity, Irvin halted its movement abruptly and established eye contact with it for a brief moment. Subsequently, the creature initiated a rapid charge towards him, astonishingly swift in its approach. This intense interaction between Irvin and the mysterious being underscored a tense moment as they engaged in a spontaneous exchange of gazes. Irvin repeatedly cried out for the mysterious creature to halt and reveal its identity. Despite his urgent calls, the creature remained silent and continued its approach, posing a significant threat to Irvin. Overwhelmed by fear, he made a split-second decision to defend himself and shot the creature directly in the chest. The impact of the bullet did little to deter the relentless animal. Instead, it emitted a low growl, clutched its injured chest, pivoted towards the right, and swiftly retreated into the dense forest, disappearing within moments. A harrowing night ensued for Irvin until the mechanics finally arrived the next day. Initially skeptical of his account, their doubts were dispelled when one of them noticed a trail of blood leading to large, distinct footprints imprinted in the soft earth nearby. This discovery lent credence to Irvin's terrifying encounter and left the group pondering the enigmatic nature of the creature that had crossed their path. After a distress call was communicated to the base detailing the incident, the vicinity became inundated by discreet government scientists clad in hazardous material gear. These investigators commenced the collection of blood samples and the creation of molds of the foot impressions found at the scene. Throughout this process, Edwin was explicitly instructed not to engage with anyone and was kept isolated from the ongoing activities. Subsequently, Edwin was swiftly escorted to the base hospital, where unexpectedly, instead of undergoing examination by the hospital's medical personnel, he was assessed by a physician belonging to the Air Force with the distinguished rank of full colonel. This unconventional procedure raised questions about the nature of the examination and prompted speculation regarding the involvement of high-ranking military officials in the investigation. Years later, during an interview conducted after the event had been declassified, Edwin disclosed that, instead of conducting a traditional interrogation, the colonel displayed a keen interest in meticulously scrutinizing every minute detail of the occurrence. Subsequently, Edwin was escorted back to his barracks and explicitly instructed to maintain absolute secrecy regarding the incident under no uncertain terms. This revelation sheds light on the colonel's peculiar approach, indicating a thorough investigation that extended beyond standard questioning. Such meticulous attention to detail and the strict confidentiality directive further underscore the gravity and sensitivity surrounding the events that transpired. In the realm of the supernatural and unexplained occurrences, few things spark curiosity and speculation as much as the phenomena of Bigfoot and UFOs. These mysterious topics, shrouded in intrigue and debate, have captivated the interest of researchers, enthusiasts, and skeptics for generations. While Bigfoot is commonly linked to sightings of enormous ape-like creatures traversing remote areas, and UFOs are often associated with accounts of unidentified objects in the skies, a less-known yet fascinating correlation exists between these two enigmatic phenomena. Delving deeper into the intertwined nature of Bigfoot and UFOs reveals a complex web of theories and speculations. Some researchers propose that certain UFO sightings coincide with reported Bigfoot encounters, suggesting a possible extraterrestrial connection to the elusive creature. The 1970s marked the emergence of the first documented link between Bigfoot and UFOs. This decade witnessed a significant increase in UFO sightings and accounts of encounters with mysterious, hairy beings in remote, uninhabited regions. Many of these incidents involved witnesses observing both Bigfoot-like creatures and unidentified flying objects in close proximity to each other. This intriguing correlation has led researchers to speculate about a potential connection between the two phenomena. Exploring this phenomenon more deeply reveals a fascinating intersection between reports of creature sightings and UFO activity during this period. This intriguing overlap has sparked curiosity and debates among experts, hinting at a complex relationship that may exist between Bigfoot sightings and UFO encounters. Delving into this uncharted territory sheds light on a captivating mystery that continues to intrigue and fascinate enthusiasts of both subjects, prompting further investigation into this curious connection. In the Pacific Northwest, a region renowned for its frequent sightings of Bigfoot and encounters with UFOs, there is a notable instance that highlights the intriguing connection between the two phenomena. During the late 1970s, a wave of reports emerged detailing encounters with large ape-like beings alongside unusual illuminated objects in the sky. Witnesses recounted scenarios where Bigfoot-like creatures were observed either emerging from or engaging with UFOs, sparking conjecture about a potential correlation between these seemingly disparate occurrences. This convergence of cryptid sightings and unidentified flying objects in the Pacific Northwest during that period captivated the public imagination, prompting intense scrutiny and generating a plethora of theories attempting to elucidate the enigmatic relationship between these mysterious manifestations. The intriguing intersection of Bigfoot sightings and UFO encounters in this region continues to fuel speculation and invites further exploration into the complexities of these phenomena. While there is a lack of concrete evidence backing up these anecdotal accounts, they have sparked considerable interest and speculation in both researchers and enthusiasts regarding the potential relationship between Bigfoot and UFOs. Numerous theories have emerged to explain this connection, with some proposing the intriguing idea that Bigfoot could be a being originating from either extraterrestrial realms or different dimensions, utilizing UFOs as a mode of transport or communication. On the other hand, alternative perspectives suggest that the purported sightings of Bigfoot alongside UFOs might be just one piece of a larger puzzle, possibly indicating a complex and intertwined phenomenon encompassing supernatural or paranormal entities. This intersection of Bigfoot and UFO sightings continues to be a captivating subject of discussion and investigation within these specialized communities, inviting further exploration and contemplation. In the realm of the intriguing interplay between Bigfoot and UFOs, a fascinating element surfaces, labeled as high strangeness. This term encapsulates the peculiar and unexplainable incidents often intertwined with sightings of both Bigfoot and UFOs. These occurrences encompass a range of anomalous experiences, such as instances of missing time, disturbances in electromagnetic fields, and sensations of disorientation or bewilderment. Such anomalies have prompted certain researchers to delve into the possibility of a profound, underlying correlation between these two enigmatic phenomena. The enigmatic nature of these phenomena has led to deep speculation and contemplation within the realm of paranormal studies, suggesting a deeper, intricate connection beyond mere coincidental encounters. In the early 1970s, Pennsylvania's Chestnut Ridge area witnessed one of the most renowned instances of high strangeness involving a convergence of Bigfoot and UFO phenomena amid being a focal point of paranormal occurrences. During this intriguing episode, observers recounted their unsettling encounter with a sizable, hairy entity reminiscent of Bigfoot, coupled with the presence of inexplicable lights in the sky, all enveloped by a palpable sense of dread and disquiet. Notably, certain witnesses vividly described episodes of missing time and encountered other anomalous happenings, further shrouding the event in enigmatic layers, intensifying its mystique and adding to the complexity of the narrative. Eyewitness accounts are not the only source of information indicating a potential association between Bigfoot and UFOs. Alongside these reports, tangible evidence has emerged that implies a correlation between the two phenomena. Researchers have frequently discovered at Bigfoot sighting sites peculiar traces and markings that include burn imprints, abnormal radiation levels, and other inexplicable deviations from the norm. Although such findings are typically inconclusive and subject to various interpretations, they contribute significantly to the expanding reservoir of data, hinting at a possible connection between encounters with Bigfoot and UFO sightings. The presence of these unexplained markings and readings presents a compelling case for further investigation into the potential interplay between these enigmatic creatures and unidentified aerial phenomena. As researchers delve into the mysteries surrounding Bigfoot, one intriguing theory gaining prominence suggests that Bigfoot could potentially be a result of genetic manipulation or creation by extraterrestrial beings. This hypothesis posits that UFOs might be utilized by these advanced entities to monitor or manipulate Bigfoot populations, whether for scientific experimentation or other undisclosed reasons. While this concept remains speculative, it presents a thought-provoking perspective on the potential link between Bigfoot and UFO sightings, prompting deeper contemplation on the enigmatic nature of both phenomena. Delving into the realm of cryptozoology and extraterrestrial theories, the notion of an engineered Bigfoot adds a new layer of complexity to the age-old mystery, challenging conventional beliefs and inviting further exploration into the possible intricacies of such hypothetical scenarios. The notion that links Bigfoot and UFO sightings to a wider, interrelated phenomenon encompassing varied dimensions or realities is gaining traction. This perspective suggests that Bigfoot could potentially be a transdimensional entity that inhabits the peripheries of our reality, occasionally traversing into our world via portals or gateways. Furthermore, UFOs could be viewed as vessels or channels for these interdimensional entities, facilitating their movement across diverse realms or dimensions. This theory posits a complex web of connections between cryptids like Bigfoot and extraterrestrial phenomena, suggesting a deeper intersecting narrative that transcends traditional boundaries of perception and comprehension. While certain hypotheses may appear outlandish or theoretical at first glance, they present captivating avenues for additional investigation and delving into the correlation between Bigfoot and unidentified flying objects. Whether Bigfoot is perceived as a biological entity, an extraterrestrial life form, or an entirely different phenomenon, the intersection of Bigfoot sightings and UFO encounters implies that there could be deeper layers to these occurrences than initially perceived. This intriguing convergence of cryptids and extraterrestrial phenomena invites a more profound exploration into the potential connections and underlying mysteries that may lie beyond the surface. The association between Bigfoot and UFOs is a captivating and enduring topic that intrigues both researchers and enthusiasts. Despite anecdotal accounts and tangible evidence indicating a potential correlation, the exact nature of this relationship remains veiled in enigma and conjecture. Whether Bigfoot is a physical entity, an extraterrestrial life form, or an entirely different phenomenon, the convergence of Bigfoot sightings and UFO incidents presents intriguing avenues for deeper investigation and exploration into the realms of the mysterious and unexplained. This enigmatic intertwining of two seemingly disparate phenomena beckons for thorough examination and contemplation, offering a rich tapestry of possibilities for those delving into the enigmatic nexus of Bigfoot and UFO encounters. According to one worker, they reported that many crew members aboard whale research ships have reported seeing massive creatures on the icy continent. Reports detail that when approaching Antarctica, crew members will report seeing crab or large spider-like creatures walking across the snow and having colors that help them blend into the surroundings. As their vessels begin to approach Antarctica, they quickly realize that the large masses on top of the ice are not part of the landscape, but are real creatures that quickly move away as they approach. These creatures are described as being a few inches to several feet in length, and other eyewitnesses have often reported that the creature was originally mistaken as being a rock, but as they ventured closer, they could see legs, a rounded body, eyes, and a mouth. Oddly enough, around the same time as these creatures were being reported, crew members aboard Japanese whale research ships stated that humanoid creatures were seen close to land. Later referred to as the Ningen by the Japanese crew, these creatures are believed to be some form of Antarctic humans that are impossible to understand. To this day, evidence is hard to come by, and it continues to be a mystery of the Japanese crews that experienced these occurrences on a nearly daily basis. Conflicting theories surrounding the creatures have popped up in recent years. Those on board the whale research ships have said the spider creatures are hard to identify, mainly because they blend in so well with the background, further noting that the majority of the time they get mistaken for things like rocks. As of right now, those who've worked in the region are sure that they encountered something mysterious and state that because Antarctica is such a hard place to study, there could be various species unknown to science living throughout the region. The photograph sparked a discussion on social media, with a user expressing that it bore a striking resemblance to an experience their father had while in Antarctica. The individual mentioned that their father, a doctor stationed in Antarctica in the 1990s, highlighted the presence of multiple restricted zones within the region that are off-limits for visitors. These restricted areas were emphasized to be strictly prohibited from access and exploration due to their sensitive nature and potential risks associated with venturing into these zones. The doctor detailed that there are specific areas that have been designated as off-limits to the public, leading to speculation about what secrets may lie hidden within. These restricted areas, often guarded by military personnel and surrounded by high-security fences, fuel rumors of covert operations, scientific experiments, and even advanced encounters. While official explanations cite environmental protection and scientific research as the primary reasons for restricting access, the doctor said that there is more to the story than meets the eye. According to the doctor who worked in the area for over 10 years, he stated that mysterious creatures have been found within these zones, along with the continent being home to hidden bases and research facilities where advanced technology is being studied and tested. The man added that the rumors are true of advanced technology and secret experiments being conducted in Antarctica's restricted areas. He also said that the facilities he visited are also used for testing classified weapons systems, experiments, or even developing exotic technology. Although he said that such claims may seem far-fetched, he pointed out the history of military involvement in Antarctica, adding that these missions lend credence to the idea that the continent has been used as a testing ground for secret military projects. Although he pointed out that advanced technology has been found in Antarctica and is actively being studied there, he said it's important to highlight that many of Antarctica's restricted areas are indeed used for legitimate scientific research and environmental protection efforts. However, the doctor said that the remote and inhospitable nature of Antarctica also makes it an ideal location for conducting research that may be controversial. Antarctica, the Earth's southernmost continent, has long been a source of fascination and intrigue due to its remote location, extreme conditions, and the mysteries that lie beneath its icy surface. In recent years, there has been a growing interest in reports of unidentified objects spotted above Antarctica. These sightings have fueled speculation about advanced activity, secret military bases, and hidden ancient civilizations. Just recently, someone on social media reported that they found a large object embedded in the snow, saying that a large trail could be seen behind the object, and suggested that whatever this thing is could have crash-landed. The user who found the photograph said that they've spent countless hours looking across Antarctica in the hopes of finding something strange. The object appears to be in the shape of a disc, with the user saying that when they measured the object, it was just over 10 meters, but noted that the trail that can be seen directly behind the object measured in at over 250 meters. As of right now, there's not much to go by, but those who've seen this image have said that it's one of the clearest photographs of a mysterious object found in Antarctica and could be evidence of a mysterious downed aircraft. Oddly enough, this isn't the first time that an object like this has been found embedded in the snow, and it's caused researchers into the unknown to suggest that something strange may be going on down in Antarctica. Reports of mysterious sightings above Antarctica date back to the early 20th century, when explorers and scientists first began conducting expeditions on the continent. One of the earliest recorded accounts comes from the 1947 Operation High Jump, a United States Navy expedition led by Admiral Richard E. Byrd. During the operation, some crew members reported seeing unidentified objects moving at high speeds and performing unusual maneuvers. These sightings were never officially acknowledged by the United States government, and no concrete evidence was found to substantiate the claims. In more recent years, there have been numerous anecdotal accounts of sightings from scientists and personnel stationed at research bases across Antarctica. These accounts often describe unusual lights, metallic objects, and unexplained aerial phenomena observed in the skies above the continent. The advent of satellite technology and the availability of high-resolution imagery have provided researchers and enthusiasts with new tools to investigate sightings above Antarctica. In several instances, strange structures and objects have been identified in satellite images, fueling speculation about mysterious bases or secret military installations. While some of these findings have been debunked as natural geological formations or optical illusions, others remain unexplained and continue to generate debate among researchers and enthusiasts. The mysterious nature of sightings above Antarctica has led to various theories and conjectures. Some believe that these sightings are evidence of advanced activity, with Antarctica being a strategic location for bases due to its remote and inhospitable environment. Others suggest that these mysterious objects may be linked to secret military operations or advanced experimental aircraft being tested in the isolated region. Another popular theory posits that Antarctica is home to a hidden ancient civilization or remnants of advanced technology from a long-lost era. Proponents of this theory often point to anomalies in satellite images and unexplained structures as evidence for their claims. Investigating these sightings above Antarctica presents a unique set of challenges for researchers. The harsh climate, limited access, and logistical difficulties make conducting field investigations extremely difficult. Additionally, the continent's remote location and limited infrastructure often hinder communication and the sharing of information. Furthermore, the lack of corroborating evidence, such as photographs or videos, makes it difficult to verify anecdotal accounts of sightings. Finally, the secrecy surrounding military operations and the reluctance of governments to disclose information related to mysterious aircrafts create additional obstacles for researchers attempting to uncover the truth behind these phenomena. As of right now, the mysterious sightings above Antarctica have captivated researchers, enthusiasts, and the general public alike. While many questions remain unanswered, these enigmatic occurrences have fueled intriguing theories and speculation about mysterious activity, secret military operations, and hidden ancient civilizations. As technology continues to advance and access to Antarctica improves, researchers may find new ways to investigate these sightings and unravel the mysteries of the frozen continent. Until then, sightings above Antarctica will continue to captivate our imagination and challenge our understanding of the unknown. Over the years, various stories have been shared by people who've explored this area, and one of these comes from a seasoned captain. In the year 1911, Captain Edward Sullivan, a seasoned explorer and cartographer, embarked on a daring expedition to the Antarctic continent. His goal was to map uncharted territories and uncover the secrets hidden beneath the ice. Little did he know that he would encounter a phenomenon that would challenge his understanding of the world and leave him questioning the limits of human knowledge. Captain Sullivan's journey began with a small crew, each member hand-picked for their skills and expertise in navigating the harsh Antarctic environment. Among them was a young and ambitious astronomer named Robert Fitzgerald, who sought to observe the pristine night sky, unblemished by the light pollution of the modern world. As the days turned into weeks, the expedition pushed further into the icy wilderness. Captain Sullivan and his crew faced treacherous conditions, battling fierce winds and freezing temperatures. Despite the harsh environment, the team remained undeterred, driven by their shared passion for exploration and discovery. One fateful evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon, the Antarctic sky was illuminated by a stunning aurora. The crew gathered on the deck of their ship to marvel at the breathtaking display of swirling colours. It was then that Robert, gazing through his telescope, noticed an unusual object hovering in the sky. He told the captain to look in the direction of where the object was, and as Captain Sullivan peered through the telescope, he was astonished by what he saw. There, amidst the dancing lights of the aurora, was a metallic object, unlike any he had ever seen. It seemed to defy the laws of physics, moving gracefully through the air as if unbound by the constraints of gravity. For several nights, the object appeared in the sky, each time performing an array of inexplicable maneuvers before vanishing as suddenly as it had appeared. Captain Sullivan and his crew debated the nature of the mysterious object, with some suggesting it was a secret military aircraft, while others believed it to be an advanced craft from a distant world. Determined to uncover the truth, Captain Sullivan devised a plan to approach the object and attempt to communicate with its occupants. As night fell, the crew prepared a series of signal flares, hoping to attract the attention of the enigmatic visitors. When the object reappeared in the sky, Captain Sullivan and his crew launched the flares in a synchronized pattern. To their amazement, the object seemed to respond, emitting a series of bright flashes that mirrored the crew's signal. In the days that followed, Captain Sullivan and his crew continued to communicate with the object, exchanging light signals in a language that transcended words. With each interaction, the crew grew more convinced that they were witnessing a phenomenon far beyond human comprehension. As the expedition neared its end, Captain Sullivan decided to document the encounter in his journal, detailing the strange object and its otherworldly behavior. However, fearing ridicule and disbelief from his peers, he vowed to keep the discovery a secret, known only to the members of his crew. Years later, as Captain Sullivan lay on his deathbed, he entrusted the journal to his closest confidant, Robert Fitzgerald. With a heavy heart, he implored the young astronomer to share the story of their encounter with the world, in the hope that future generations might seek the truth and unravel the enigma of the Antarctic skies. And so, the tale of Captain Edward Sullivan and his crew passed into legend, a testament to the boundless curiosity of the human spirit and the mysteries that lie beyond the reach of our understanding. Antarctica, Earth's southernmost continent, has long captivated the imagination of scientists, explorers, and the general public due to its vast frozen landscape and the secrets that lie beneath its icy surface. One such enigma is the mysterious gravitational anomaly located beneath Wilkes Land, a large region in East Antarctica. This massive anomaly has been the subject of extensive research and speculation, with theories ranging from the remnants of an ancient civilization to a massive impact crater. The Wilkes Land anomaly was first identified in the early 2000s when researchers from The Ohio State University detected unusual gravitational fluctuations while analyzing data from NASA's Gravity Recovery and Climate Experiment satellites. The gravity measurements revealed a massive circular structure beneath the ice, approximately 300 miles in diameter and located more than a mile below the surface. This enigmatic feature immediately caught the attention of scientists worldwide, who sought to determine the cause of the gravitational disturbance and the nature of the hidden structure. Since its discovery, numerous scientific expeditions and research projects have been conducted to investigate the Wilkes Land anomaly. Using advanced technologies such as airborne radar and satellite imagery, researchers have been able to study the subglacial structure in greater detail. Despite these efforts, many aspects of the anomaly remain elusive, and the exact nature of the structure is still a subject of debate among scientists. One of the most significant findings came from a study conducted in 2006 by a team of researchers led by Ralph von Frieser and Laramie Potts. Analyzing the gravity and magnetic data from the region, they proposed that the anomaly was caused by a massive impact crater formed by an asteroid collision approximately 250 million years ago. According to their research, the impact event may have contributed to the largest mass extinction in Earth's history, known as the Permian-Triassic extinction event, during which nearly 90% of all species on Earth perished. While the impact crater theory has gained significant traction within the scientific community, alternative theories have also been proposed to explain the Wilkes Land anomaly. Some researchers suggest that the gravitational disturbance could be the result of a massive volcanic structure or a cluster of smaller volcanic formations beneath the ice. This theory is supported by the fact that Antarctica is home to numerous subglacial volcanoes and geothermal hotspots. Another theory, popular among researchers into the unknown, is that the Wilkes Land anomaly could be the remnants of an ancient civilization or advanced technological structure. Proponents of this theory often point to the anomaly's circular shape and seemingly artificial appearance as evidence for their claims. While this theory has not gained widespread acceptance within the scientific community, it continues to fuel speculation and debate among those interested in the mysteries of Antarctica. The Wilkes Land anomaly is a fascinating enigma that has captured the attention of scientists and the public alike. Its discovery has sparked extensive research and investigation, yet many aspects of the anomaly remain shrouded in mystery. As technology advances and our understanding of Antarctica's geology and history deepens, researchers may one day unlock the secrets of the Wilkes Land anomaly and unravel the mysteries hidden beneath the Antarctic ice. Until then, this enigmatic feature will continue to challenge our understanding of the Earth and its past, and serve as a reminder of the unexplored frontiers that still await discovery. National parks and areas of immense wilderness can be dangerous if visitors do not take proper precautions or ignore warning signs and guidelines. Interestingly, a few years back, a woman captured a strange photograph while exploring the Parc Chauveau in Canada. The image was taken on June 18, 2011, with the woman explaining that she was exploring the park with her family. She was with her 3 daughters at the time, and during the hike she took a variety of photographs. When she got home and looked through the images, in the background of one of them, she could see a mysterious humanoid, explaining that at the time she didn't notice anyone in the background. Oddly enough, when zooming in on the face, she couldn't make out what it was. To add more confusion, there wasn't anything close to the humanoid that would help with an identification. One user said the following: "The wilderness is home to many mysteries, and this isn't the first time that something strange has been captured in the background of someone's photo. This individual is definitely a humanoid, which helps us narrow down what it could be. If it's a human, which seems to be the most likely answer, then I would guess that the person is wearing something on their face. It looks like a fisherman, and this would explain why they were seen close to what appears to be a river, although this could just be the rocks giving off the impression of a river." The strange thing is that the woman said she didn't notice anyone at the time the photograph was taken, and that makes sense as they seem to blend into the background quite well. End quote. Others went down a more sinister route and suggested it was someone in camouflage and that they may have been waiting for unsuspecting hikers to walk past. Although this sounds dark, this wouldn't be the first time that something strange has unfolded in the wilderness, as each year thousands of strange reports are made by everyday people. Over 250,000 individuals are reported missing every year, with estimates of actual missing persons cases that are left unreported, pushing that total to more than 300,000 cases annually. With that many reports, it's no wonder that a vast majority of these cases are left unsolved. However, every now and then there are a series of missing cases that emerge that are so peculiar they become the subject of internet theories and impossible to explain cases. Known as the Missing 411, there appears to be a substantial number of missing persons cases relating to the disappearances of individuals from national parks. In fact, many of these Missing 411 cases are believed to not be investigated too deeply, and this is due to some form of supernatural or paranormal event that took place in these undisturbed locations. The strange recovery of Gunnar Peterson. Unlike typical missing 411 cases, the disappearance of Gunnar Peterson would also feature a heartfelt recovery, with Gunnar appearing to have been in perfect health at the time of his recovery. His account for exactly what caused his disappearance is a matter even more difficult to explain, and is often remarked as one of the first true missing 411 abduction cases, dating as far back as the early 1950s. According to the Gunnar Peterson report, back on the 6th of August, Mr. Peterson had travelled to the Colville National Forest, located in the state of Washington, only 2 miles south of the Canadian border, with his entire family, to engage in a nice relaxing weekend vacation of hiking up and down the Churchill Mountain. Once at the National Forest, it became apparent to the family that the native wild-grown huckleberries were in season and ripe for picking. This sudden realization led the family to planning their day around picking huckleberries together on the side of Churchill Mountain and spending the rest of the day having a picnic at the summit. Unfortunately for the Peterson family, as the group were picking huckleberries near the top of the mountain in open areas well within line of sight of each other, the family suddenly noticed that the father and husband, Gunnar Peterson, was no longer within sight. Wondering where he had gone off to, Gunnar's daughter, Mrs. W.A. Graves, had called out to her father several times, but got no response. At first, the family was not worried about his temporary absence, believing that perhaps he had decided to use the restroom nearby, or ventured into a more secluded area, where he would no longer be within earshot of the group. However, as the day stretched on, the family grew increasingly worried, as every member continued searching and calling out to Gunnar, but getting no response. After seeing no sign of Gunnar for over 3 hours, the family would immediately call the local Stephen County Sheriff Department and report 65-year-old Gunnar as missing. Within only a few hours of being alerted, Sheriff Beryl Warren would bring together several dozen search and rescue volunteers made up of local residents, fellow law enforcement officers, the National Park Forest Service personnel, and several dozen soldiers from the local military base. The first night, the search and rescue volunteers focused on combing through the area where he had last been seen with the family, following any trails and areas that connected with wild huckleberry bushes that the father could have ventured off into. Despite looking through every open huckleberry bush, there was no sign of Gunnar. After the first 2 days of searching, law enforcement and search and rescue volunteers were growing increasingly desperate due to the sudden drop in temperature in the area and the light rain. Given the fact that the mountain stands at a height of almost 4,800 feet in elevation and is filled with layers of lush, thick forest and hundreds of small running bodies of water, search and rescue teams were growing increasingly concerned with the possibility of finding Gunnar Peterson alive, as they believed that the terrain would have made it incredibly difficult for Mr. Peterson to have safely made his way down the mountain while lost and alone. By the 3rd day of Gunnar Peterson's disappearance, a specialized canine search and rescue team was employed in the search that had come from Idaho and eastern Washington. After the family supplied the dogs with clothes and shoes that Gunnar Peterson had worn, the dogs had followed the scent into the middle of a huckleberry bush path where Mr. Peterson had last been seen by his family. Oddly enough, the sheriff would remark that the canines seemed confused as to where the trail continued and were unable to maintain Gunnar's scent for long before losing it entirely. After 7 days of looking for Mr. Peterson, search and rescue volunteers started to give up hope on finding Mr. Peterson alive, causing the search efforts to slowly taper off as law enforcement, military personnel and forest servicemen had the primary goal of finding a body and no longer a living person. The search for Mr. Peterson would continue for another 3 days until Gunnar's daughter and her husband would find Gunnar more than 5 miles away from where he had last been seen. According to Gunnar Peterson's daughter, she and her husband continued searching for her father in a circling radius that would lead them more than 5 miles away from the base of Churchill Mountain. As they were in the area, they started to notice a collection of abandoned houses and shacks seemingly constructed in the middle of nowhere. According to locals in the region, the houses had been constructed many years ago and were at the center of what was referred to as high strangeness, with many of the locals too scared or superstitious to venture into the areas. As they searched through the abandoned shacks, Gunnar's daughter would find Gunnar sleeping in one of the abandoned buildings, seemingly in perfect health. According to Gunnar Peterson, he had survived in the area for 10 days, primarily by drinking rainwater and living off of huckleberries as his main source of food. Oddly enough, at the time of his recovery, Gunnar Peterson had only been aware of 8 days that had passed and had no idea that he had been missing for a little over 10 days since the search began. When search and rescue volunteers and investigators questioned Gunnar Peterson as to how he appeared to have disappeared from the region, it became obvious that something far more bizarre had occurred. Gunnar Peterson claimed, when talking to investigators, that he had been picking huckleberries with his family only a few feet away from the group when he suddenly felt a large mass strike the back of his head. He would then wake up sometime during the middle of the night in pitch-black darkness, believing that a falling rock must have knocked him unconscious. Oddly enough, there were no marks or signs of damage against Mr. Peterson's head, and he had been standing in an open field of bushes on the side of the highest point on the mountain, where any falling debris would have been difficult to explain. Even more bizarre was that Mr. Peterson counted only 7 days having passed after he had awoken from his unconscious state. This led him to believe that he must have been knocked unconscious for a period of over 2 days, as he was unable to account for 2 of the 10 days that he had been missing, originally believing that he had been missing for only 8 days. The exchange of volunteer search and rescuer Gerald Debery. On the 10th of October, back in 2011, a small family had been visiting the frozen wilderness of surrounding Fairbanks, Alaska, located on the northeastern side of the small town, when the group suddenly noticed that one of their family members was no longer following closely behind. A young woman by the name of Melinda Mindy Stratz had been trailing behind the group as they traveled through the area, riding on her bright red four-wheeler vehicle that was pulling a small trailer and her Jack Russell Terrier, when it appeared that she had suddenly vanished from the area. Immediately, Melinda's brother, Michael Stratz, contacted the Fairbanks Police Department and alerted them to his sister's sudden and unexplainable disappearance only a few minutes prior, at around 2 a.m. as they were traveling. Due to the dropping temperatures in the region, as well as the light snowfall, the local police department did not hesitate to contact Alaska State Troopers and volunteer groups to begin an immediate search throughout the area. Within a couple of hours, several teams of search and rescue volunteers were in the area, alongside the Alaska State Troopers, to begin searching the region within a 5-mile radius of where Melinda Stratz had last been seen. The team would search the area all morning, throughout the afternoon and early into the evening, when one of the search and rescue volunteers would spot a bright red vehicle, a small trailer, and Melinda Stratz at the bottom of a small ravine known as Frozen Foot Creek. Given the dropping temperatures and the hours that she had been missing, Melinda was immediately escorted to medical services to ensure a rapid recovery. It was at around this time that it became obvious that Melinda appeared to have been in a state of intense confusion. Little details surrounding Melinda's state and recovery are known, however. It's believed that Melinda is unable to remember any details during the time of her disappearance and up until her reappearance, but believes that she must have turned off at a wrong corner and ended up down in the Frozen Foot Creek after spending several minutes looking for her family as she was traveling. However, another strange fact about Melinda's recovery was that several search and rescue volunteers had already claimed to have visited the area of Frozen Foot Creek, but were unable to have seen any sign of Melinda Stratz or her bright red vehicle and trailer. As family and friends were celebrating Melinda's recovery and her safe return, volunteer teams began to realize that one of their search and rescuers had been missing for roughly several hours. It was at around this time that Alaska State Troopers began their second search and rescue mission for a man named Gerald Debery, who was believed to have gone missing sometime around 6:45 in the evening, when he had last been seen an estimated 4 miles away from the trailhead they were currently searching. According to fellow search and rescue members, Gerald Debery had returned to the primary camp sometime in the late afternoon to take a break from his search efforts, as he claimed that he needed time to warm up, as he was getting far colder than he was used to. Soon thereafter, one of the volunteers had constructed a fire for the team to use, and Gerald Debery was provided with another overcoat on top of his existing coat, as he stayed around the fire for a few minutes to help warm up. After a sufficient break and feeling warm and ready to begin his search efforts again, Gerald got onto his bright green Yamaha Kodiak four-wheeler vehicle and travelled out 4 miles from the trailhead where he had last been seen. Several minutes after Gerald Debery had last been seen, Melinda Mindy Stratz had been found at the bottom of Frozen Foot Creek. Rather than travel out and tell all of the search and rescue members that the woman had been found, Many of the volunteers had been holding small portable radios, and so a message was transmitted to all members, and for them to return to the base campsite as soon as possible. After an hour, while Melinda was recovering and search and rescue members were getting ready to head home, that was when the teams realized Debris had yet to return. Given the fact that Debris had great knowledge of the nearby area and should have already returned by that moment in time, troopers and search and rescue teams immediately began their second search to recover Gerald Debris. Oddly enough, it appeared as if the tracks to his four-wheeler suddenly ended halfway through following his trail, as if a freshly laid pack of snow had fallen in only a specific area to prevent an accurate read of where his four-wheeler had travelled. Now worried that Debris was trapped somewhere, injured or suffering from the effects of hypothermia, teams continued through the night looking for Debris, using grid-like patterns of search to cover as much ground as possible, looking for any sign of the missing member. As the night dragged on, the snow continued to fall, and it became obvious that normal methods of search and rescue would be unable to locate Gerald Debris, who was now assumed to have been gravely injured and unable to return to safety on his own. Several hours later, within the early hours of the morning on the 11th of October 2011, Alaska State Troopers employed the use of advanced aerial support in the form of a helicopter and a Piper Super Cub aeroplane, using state-of-the-art thermal signature cameras to help locate Gerald Debris and his four-wheeler, which was believed to give off a strong heat signature, which would make recovery much easier. Unfortunately, after several more hours, next to nothing was discovered, and over the course of the week, the search for Gerald Debris dwindled down to a standstill. One of Gerald's friends, a man by the name of Paul Potvin, who owned the nearby lodge where the team and the Alaska State Troopers were using as a base of operations, claimed that he believed something far more sinister had occurred to Gerald Debris, given the strange events surrounding his disappearance. On the 14th of October, 3 days following Debris' disappearance, Paul would provide the following statement to the local newspaper known as the Alaska Dispatch. "It's a mystery. The four-wheeler is gone. Something had to have happened to him. He didn't get lost. Everybody agrees with that. He's been out there way too many times to get lost. That's the most baffling part." Oddly enough, almost exactly a year later, a local miner who had been working in the nearby Faith Creek mine, located at mile 69 off of the Stees Highway, spotted an abandoned bright green four-wheeler resting on a nearby rock at a slight incline. Believing that the abandoned four-wheeler was a bad sign, the miner contacted the local authorities, who immediately searched the vehicle and found that it had once belonged to Gerald Debris and was most likely the vehicle he used during his search. Investigators also noted that it appeared that there was still gas inside the vehicle, and that the vehicle appeared to have been purposefully turned off rather than left to run until it cut out. Although another search was done in the area, no sign of Gerald or any of his clothes or equipment was uncovered. People are naturally curious, and the idea of something unexplained or unknown can be intriguing. Mysterious aircrafts and encounters often involve mystery and uncertainty, which can be exciting for some individuals. The idea that we may not be alone in the universe is a fascinating and exciting prospect for many. Over the last few years, residents in Turkey have been reporting an increase in mysterious aircrafts, going on to note that they don't match aircrafts such as planes and helicopters, and on some occasions have been seen flying at incredible speeds. Various photographs and videos have been making their way online, showing what appears to be glowing orbs and silent objects in the sky sitting in the sky, with residents saying that they don't make a sound. One of these videos shows strange white orbs flying around buildings. A few moments later, there's a lightning strike, which goes on to reveal a large object sitting stationary in the sky. When this footage made its way online, it caused various people to put forward different theories to try and explain it. Some suggested that the mysterious aircraft was genuine, and that the orbs could have been sent out by the larger craft, while others said that the video could be real, but that what we are seeing in the sky is just a natural phenomena that gives off the appearance that a large object is there. Skeptics also said that the footage is most likely fake and created by special effects. Interestingly, those who have researched unidentified objects have said that orbs are one of the most common phenomena that's witnessed, saying that witnesses all across the world are seeing these things, and that as of right now no one is entirely sure what they are. These glowing orbs come in a variety of different colors, ranging from blue, red, orange, yellow, pink, silver, green, and black. And most people who have seen them have said that they appear to pulsate. Although mysterious flying aircrafts seem like a new phenomena, declassified documents show the exact opposite, and that officials have been aware of these aircrafts for many years now, and in many cases struggle to explain their origins and how they are able to achieve what they do. During 1952, following the end of World War II and the growing tensions between the NATO allies and the Soviet Union, it was not uncommon for simulated naval wargames to take place throughout different strategic points controlled by NATO. What was uncommon, however, were the series of reports surrounding unidentified objects, flying saucers, and encounters with what could only be described as advanced technology. Referred to as Operation Mainbrace, during the month of September back in 1952, there was roughly a 2-week period in which a series of unidentified objects were sighted by countless civilians and military personnel. According to the documents that would later be dubbed Operation Mainbrace, the mysterious sightings began on the 14th of September during a series of NATO exercises known as Exercise Mainbrace. Interestingly, this happened only a few months after the sightings of strange crafts were made over Washington, D.C. in the United States. The Exercise Mainbrace included more than 200 naval ships, 1,000 planes, and 80,000 soldiers from several NATO countries, with the purpose of practicing war game-styled maneuvers that would better prepare the NATO allies for a believed to be eventual European attack from the Soviet Union. However, during the exercise, ships were alerted by top Pentagon officials to keep an eye out for mysterious sightings in the area. When later asked to clarify what they meant, the Pentagon officials claimed that their reports were filed in a joking manner and were not military confirmation on the existence of advanced life, a behavior uncharacteristic of naval intelligence and the British government as a whole. Regardless of whether or not the report was filed in a joking manner, a series of unidentified objects would be sighted by military personnel and civilians between the 13th and 25th of September, disrupting the wargame exercises and forcing the Royal Air Force and NATO allies to treat flying saucer reports with grave severity. The first Mainbrace encounter took place on the 13th of September, when the naval captain running a Danish destroyer claimed to have spotted a triangular-shaped object moving across the sky at record speeds that even their most powerful jets could not maintain. The crew of the Danish destroyer confirmed the sightings as well, with Lieutenant Commander Schmidt-Jensen claiming that collected data showed that the craft was moving consistently at 900 miles per hour. Even though the sighting took place at night, the entirety of the crew could see the craft as it emitted a bright blue glow. The second report surrounding the mysterious disruptions was made by the American-owned USS Franklin D. Roosevelt. According to an American newspaper, it reported that a man named Wallace Litwin began to notice many of the crew members running all throughout the ship in a heightened state of alert. Fearing that the exercises had become an attack from the Soviet Union, he began looking for the source of the panic and noticed a large commotion on the deck of the ship. Wallace Litwin wrote that several pilots, flight crew members and top military officials were positioned on the deck, barking orders and pointing at a silver sphere in the sky that appeared to be silently hovering near the ship and following the USS Franklin D. Roosevelt during its exercise. Reporter Wallace Litwin quickly took 4 high-quality colored photos of the round silver object before it disappeared into the distance. When questioned surrounding the images and legitimacy of the claim, the United States government offered the explanation that the craft was nothing more than a weather balloon that had temporarily dipped down near the battleship during the war games. However, these claims would be put into question, as reporter Wallace Litwin recounts that shortly after taking the images of the craft, he had gone below deck and told his fellow newspaper correspondents that he had just shot a flying saucer, acting as if his camera had been a gun. This claim of military action quickly alerted the ship's executive officer, who investigated the claims himself and found that the craft was genuinely not a weather balloon. According to the executive officer, investigations had shown that a weather balloon had not been released that day. When the officer radioed the Midway, the only other NATO-approved ship in the vicinity, the ship also confirmed that no weather balloons were in the air or unaccounted for. Litwin would write the following report. In other words, the skies above this NATO fleet were very carefully observed and nothing flew around overhead unobserved, but I knew that I had taken a picture of what looked like a large ping-pong ball 10 feet over my head. End quote. The United States Project Blue Book investigation team would do a follow-up investigation and provide the report that the object moved too fast to have been a weather balloon. One of the most notable accounts of these sightings would take place on the 19th of September at 11 in the morning, and this was when a large silver-coloured disc-shaped object began following a Royal Air Force Gloucester meteor that had been returning to Royal Air Force Station Topcliffe. Not only did the pilot of the Gloucester meteor confirm his sighting with a number of military ground crew working at the Royal Air Force Station, but several additional reports had also been filed by observers on the ground, alongside civilian reports of the unidentified object trailing the Gloucester meteor. The craft was described as being a silvery circular object and began to descend in a swinging pendulum motion, similar to that of a falling sycamore leaf. However, before the craft reached the ground, observers commented that it rotated on its own axis and then shot off at an incredible sudden speed that looked more like a shooting star. Royal Air Force Flight Lieutenant John Kilburn, with the 269th Squadron, commented saying the following statement: "I have never seen such a phenomenon before. The movements of the object were not identifiable with anything I have seen in the air." End quote. Despite efforts made by the British government, the story of the Topcliffe sighting was leaked to the press and made the headline for the front page edition of the September 20th copy of the Yorkshire Evening Press and the headlines for the September 21st copy of the Sunday Dispatch. As mentioned earlier, this event happened after mysterious aircrafts were seen above Washington. Many people will say that if advanced life forms truly existed, then these visitors from another planet would quickly fly to the leaders of our world and confront them with their concerns or agendas. Depictions from old science fiction movies of the early 1900s showcase this thought more so than others, with props of unidentified objects landing on the White House lawn, filled with alien life attempting to approach the leader of the free world. However, what many are not actually aware of is that back in 1952, this very much proved to be the case. Later referred to by Project Blue Book specialists as the invasion of Washington, D.C. For roughly 8 consecutive days from July 19th to July 27th, the most publicized sightings of mysterious aircrafts took place above the nation's capital. Not only was there a tidal wave of reports that flooded in from the general population, but the reports consisted of high officials and members of the military and Air Force. One of these reports took place at 11:40 in the evening on Saturday, July 19th, and this was from a man by the name of Edward Nugent. Mr. Nugent was an air traffic controller at the Washington National Airport and detected 7 objects on his radar moving at speeds, flight paths and directions that no known human craft could have produced at the time. Nugent later wrote the following: "We knew immediately that a very strange situation existed. Their movements were completely radical compared to those of ordinary craft." End quote. This was merely the first report out of hundreds of sightings that took place during that time. This later caused a climax by then-President Harry Truman, who ordered the Air Force to investigate and provide an explanation for the wave of sightings and odd radar information data. This further led to involvement from the Central Intelligence Agency that worked with the Office of Scientific Intelligence and the Office of Current Intelligence to lead their own investigations into the matter. Given the credibility of the witness reports, the information retrieved by air traffic controllers and radar data specialists, and further investigations led by the Central Intelligence Agency, the existence of mysterious aircrafts seemed certain. Even with the abundance of evidence and eyewitness testimonies, the United States Air Force Director of Operations said the objects were stars. Many spoke out about this explanation and said that countless military officials tracked these objects, and said there was no way these crafts were meteors or stars. So, what do you make of these strange encounters? Be sure to leave your questions and answers in the comment section below and help us to grow this community while working to solve these unexplained mysteries. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more videos.